You guys following a lead regarding a search for some issues. Sorry. Regarding a search for the deep vaults of something or other. Valeria. Vodarin, that's it. The deep halls of Vodarin. I flipped them and I was like, I know I wrote it down somewhere. Enil, a representative of the Guild of Explorers, Arcanists, and Surveyors, bid you to enter a dungeon that he and his cohort had been unable to penetrate deep into, complaining of attacks by constructs and the like, to hopefully uncover an entrance to these fabled halls. You followed his directions, found the ruined tower, and descended into its basement, overcoming puzzles, traps, and the occasional monster. But at last you have arrived at the fourth floor. And there you can see that this room contains treasures deliberately placed as if to display them for visitors. Several of them you can see have been laid out along shelves, some inside of display cases. A marble casket sits near the north wall. Above it, or I should say above it on the wall, you can see a crest, which identifies this as the resting place of Durlig's troll killer.
Oh, so this is Durlig's tower.
Durlig's tomb.
Durlig's tomb.
Durlig's tomb.
On the remnants of Durlig's tower.
In the tomb formerly known as the tower.
Yeah, and there's these various objects. There's the casket. In the center of the room is a plinth with a white silk cloth draped over it, hiding whatever is beneath it. The spiraling stairs that you came down spiral upwards to where you know is that room blocked off with magma.
Well, I think we should proceed with great caution, given the, magic the possible magic items and traps lying around the room on display. We should probably avoid touching those for now. Well, what kind of stuff is lying about?
So as you kind of tour the floor, you can see that many of them don't appear to be especially valuable. A gauntlet here, kind of rusted with age. A placard underneath it. Do any of you read Dwarvish? It's in Dwarvish.
I do.
It labels the gauntlet the holding of the dam. There is a desiccated thumb, which is labeled Finger of the Ogre Chieftain. A bowl that appears empty, that says Beard of Traitorous Dargur One Eye.
+1 finger of dike plugging.
Yeah, you can see like a couple of suits of heavily rusted plate, that has like rusted to the point that like as you like poke it, like your fingers kind of goes through it. It's like paper thin, in like an ancient dwarven style. A couple of hammers, an axe.
What of the tomb itself? The casket.
So the top of the casket has an engraving on it of what appears to be a dwarf grasping in one hand a masonry hammer and in the other what looks to be a battle axe. It looks to be a rendition of a dwarf in armor. You can see an inscription on the haft of the axe, though.
Oh.
It says Skegox.
How's that spelled? Oh, there we go. Or perhaps Zagax. Which also doesn't mean anything to me.
When you say a Zagax, the lights in the room go out.
What?
And you hear, almost as a whisper, a voice above you in the darkness call out, "And who wakes Zagax at this hour?"
What's up there?
When you look, it appears to be dark.
Like darkness?
Yes. Like magically induced darkness.
Neat.
What time of day is it? It's gotta be like noon, right?
Based on how long you've been down here, probably early, somewhere between early and late afternoon.
It's 2 p.m. How are you still asleep?
Zagax keeps his own hours. What of you?
I like the cut of his jib. Sleeping in is a idea I can get behind.
More thieves come to steal Durlig's legacy.
Oh, no. Not thieves. Merely those that want to look upon his legacy. As you can see, we have
Scientists.
left it untouched.
We're scientists.
Preservers.
Make a deception check.
What?
Not
I was being
lying.
dead serious. I wasn't going to loot anything.
I'm not serious. I'm a
All
scientist.
right, well, then make a perception or a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
So he's going
Awesome.
all in archaeology, not grave robbing.
Well,
All right, 1 second.
Stein isn't a grave robber. That's usually Ruffles that does the grave robbing. Stein usually just, or Freeman that does the
Actually,
grave robbing.
does the fact that he's making that claim give me advantage at all?
No.
I mean, he's dressed like a scientist.
All right.
You know, he's got the white coat, the glasses. He's kind of hunched over.
Yeah, and then I'm standing next to you dressed like a thief, so that counters your advantage.
Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. Magical guidance. When I make an ability check that fails, I can reroll the d20. Must use the. Does that fail?
No.
Cool.
So you have come to see his legacy and record it.
Yes.
The darkness abruptly ends. The area is brightly lit. And looking down at you from the ceiling above the casket is a floating skull with motes of light around it. Then behold the Hall of Durlig and his final resting place. Look well, mortals.
Cool. One question. Who was Durlick?
Durlig was an architect, a protector, and a failure. Look at all that he wrought, and know it was not enough.
Enough for what? What was he doing?
Everyone he ever loved preceded him into a grave.
Tragic.
So he's upset because he lived longer than everybody else? I mean, that's usually what happens in life.
He could protect himself, but not the ones he cared about. Ironic.
You inverted the quote, Pete.
I know.
Stein, start taking notes.
Always.
His greatest efforts in that. And almost with like an artistic flourish, he telekinetically whips the white silk off the central plinth. And you see a copper tablet and tiny dwarven script embossed on it. His final work. A tablet meant to protect and extend the lives of those who read it.
Insight check.
Sure, make an insight check.
Oh, is this where we get like the forbidden knowledge dangled in front of us?
I mean,
Last time it was time travel, this time it's immortality.
You don't think it's quite immortality. It's more like this would be like a boost to your vitality than anything. Something that would extend life, but not indefinitely.
well, Stein already wants to read it, so he's already in that way.
Yeah.
Vitality, you say?
Indeed. Let's start reading.
Stein probably already started reading, yes.
Okay.
Even if it would have killed you, even if it would have killed, Stein still probably would have started reading it already.
So you start reading it. And as your eyes begin translating the ancient Dwarvish, you realize that the tablet contains that the words themselves are charged with magic. That while the topics it covers involve things like exercise and diet tips, you can kind of feel the magic working on your mind. Until you get towards the end and they start to get blurry. The characters start to run together. And you hear that voice in your head. Many have grasped at similar things, but it is only available to those he deemed worthy. You are not yet among that esteemed group.
What was his criteria for worthiness?
Piss on you then.
You're probably just not strong enough.
I don't want to piss on it then.
Wait, what?
Not literally.
Don't do that.
I literally have the shape water cantrip. I can stop that from happening.
He can stop the stream.
I can freeze it.
That's not what I'm doing now. Stein was reading it when it got blurry at the end, and he heard that he couldn't finish it. He just tossed it. Fuck it. Walked away.
I'm sorry, Lucini, you asked what what deems someone worthy?
Mm-hmm.
It is quite simple. You must defeat the tablet's guardian. Me.
Oh, if that's all, yeah. We should probably roll initiative.
Why you?
Why not?
Will it be a fight to the death?
As if there was any other kind.
6 seconds.
Huh? What do you mean 6 seconds?
I mean, I've already rolled initiative. He said we had to defeat him. Stein's already ready to fight.
The DM didn't call for initiative, mister.
Well, hold on. Is Stein like actually just about fucking attacking him then when he says that?
Yeah, he drew his right. When he said.
All right,
he had
yeah.
to
Then
defeat
roll
him,
initiative,
Stein
guys.
drew his rapier, yes.
Oh, it's a Behelich. Wonderful.
We see him in the middle of a conversation when he starts combat. Wait, the fuck's going on?
The negotiations were short.
Stein.
Stein wanted to read the hidden knowledge, and they told him he couldn't because he wasn't ready. And he said, "What do you got to do to get ready?" You said, "Beat the boss." He's like, "Okay, let's do this." This is all within Stein's character.
Terrible scientist.
And there's a bunch of enemies though, because Under done rolled like 4 times, so I think there's a lot of enemies. I'm gonna go on record if this gets us all killed. I do not regret my actions.
So, you say that, you ready your weapons, and you notice black clouds just seeping out from the seams of the casket. And to either side of it, these guys form. And the one on the left is going to begin casting a spell.
Counterspell.
You wish, as everything goes black.
Fuck.
He just put darkness on you guys. The other one moves forward. And Stein, you were the most aggressive looking one. He's coming for you.
Okay,
Does a 26 hit you?
not my shield.
Alright. Then a second attack. Also misses. Alright, Stein. Everything is black.
Be light.
How are you doing light?
Sunburst.
Well, that guy has Mage Slayer, so he gets his attack of opportunity first.
Okay. That will hit.
So he rakes you with his shadowy claws for 17 points of slashing damage. You will need to make a con save at disadvantage to not lose concentration on Sunburst. And where are you centering that? That is not
Yeah.
correct. You need to use lowercase letters. Well, you pass. It goes off. Where are you centering it?
30 feet in front of me. That way it'd be 60 feet from.
So a 60-foot radius centered 30 feet in front of you. So that would basically hit everybody in the room.
No, I'm putting it. It's 60 foot. So if I put the middle of it, it'd be 30 feet from the middle to me, right? And then 30
No,
feet from
60-foot radius is the middle.
Oh.
It's 120 feet across.
Oh.
Yeah, you're thinking diameter.
I was.
Mister thinking hand
really-
grenades when he's got a bomb.
did not think that spell was that big.
Yes, it's a huge spell.
I'm putting it 60 feet from me then.
Okay, 60 feet from you, directly in front of you.
In right at my toes.
All right, yeah. So that's going to hit these two guys. And that guy. All right. It's a con save, yeah?
It is a. I had to go up to my thing. It is a. I think so. I'm not gonna
Yeah, it is. All right, so that's the guy right in front of you.
Fail.
The guy by the casket.
Pass.
And
Fail.
all right.
43 points of radiant damage. The one that passed only takes half. The ones that fail are also blind.
Indeed, as you carve a chunk of the darkness out. Hang on.
A giant beam of light just.
All right, so you've dispelled all the darkness that was in that area. Anything else in your turn?
Yeah. Bonus.
Mister, you cut off. What are you doing with your bonus action?
Let me see what it is first. Bonus action. I'm going to ignite the dark saber. And action.
That's concentration, isn't it?
Huh?
Sunburst is not. Sunburst is instantaneous.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I can't do that because I've already because Sunburst is a leveled spell. I can't do that. Oh, I am going to action surge and hit him with my sword, with my rapier.
Okay. Roll to hit. Those both hit. You don't have advantage because he's blind, right?
Oh. Well, then I'll crit fish.
Oh, you hit him.
Okay. Yeah. "21 points of piercing damage."
All right.
And then I'm gonna move away from him.
Okay. You can do that. Anything else?
Unless he had the sentinel feet.
You know, if you back up, you're backing up into the darkness. That's still there, right?
But the guy's still in front of me, though, isn't he?
Yes.
You know what? I'll stay where I'm at. I hit both of them. I've hit all three of them for good chunks. One of them's blind. That's good. Yeah, I'll stay where I'm
All right. DM3. So, you know those various objects and curios around?
Uh-huh.
You, Stein would see, because he's the only one that isn't in the darkness at the moment. One of those curios near you, Stein, its shadow kind of peels off from it and comes whipping at you. Does a 16 hit you?
Me?
Yes.
I couldn't. No.
All right. Let's see. In the darkness. Lucina. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
You guys got to get out of that darkness.
Stone Soup. Does a 16 hit you?
Also, no.
Teresa. Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Freeman. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Ipfon, are you here?
I'm here now.
Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. They all missed. Stone Soup, it is your turn. It's all dark. You heard the sound of a blast and things moving about, but you don't see anything in front of you.
That's a problem. Could I tell where the darkness came from? Or did it just sort of appear all at once?
I mean, you saw the shadowy figure form out of the casket and cast a spell, and then everything went black. So.
Right. Well, I guess I'll go in the direction that I saw the shadowy figure.
Okay. Well, that shadow next to you is going to take its attack of opportunity.
Ah, go for it.
Don't.
Yeah, it misses, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you come charging out of the darkness.
Wait, do I feel a whoosh behind me from
Yes.
the attack missing? Ah, okay. Then I stop in my tracks,
Okay.
turn back in that direction, and fumble about for somebody.
Okay. You don't feel anybody there.
I suppose that makes sense if it's a immaterial shadowy figure. What the hell? I'll try some attacks at where I think my attacker was.
Okay. Well, you're at disadvantage due to not being able to see him.
All right, let's correct for that.
Okay. One hit.
All right. I need a dex save.
Looks
a
like
fail against number 5, scrolling. Cold. Should I have that for you?
Yeah, you should have that.
There you go. 32 magical bludgeoning and cold.
Yeah, so you swing your rock, and you feel a moment of resistance, kind of like a bug hitting a windshield. Or a windshield hitting a bug, in this case.
Right. Or a fly swatter hitting a fly.
Do you do anything else in your turn?
I suppose I feel around in the area that I just attacked. I also feel around the floor for a cloak or anything.
You do not feel anything.
Okay.
Besides the floor and the stone and whatnot.
That is my turn.
All right. Teresa.
Did
It's
I
all dark.
see where the guy who cast darkness was?
Yes.
All right. Does this go on every attack or just the first with the rogue aim? Um. Huh. I don't have it on my sheet. That's a level 2 thing, right? Well,
For
I'll
what?
figure it out later. For the rogue bonus action aim.
It's 3rd level.
Ah, alright. Then I'm going to shoot at where the guy who cast darkness was.
Okay. Well, you're at disadvantage because you can't currently see him.
Disadvantage, 3 attacks.
What are you shooting him with?
Longbow. It is magical because arcane archer.
Ah, neat. 3 hits.
Alright. Does banishing drop concentration, or is that just,
Yes.
alright, sweet. Then I'll make, doesn't matter, so I guess the first one, a banishing arrow. No extra damage, but it needs to make a charisma save. Yeah, it does pass. Should I roll these individually for damage?
No.
3dx, 5, 15. Alright. 25 magic piercing.
Alrighty.
Is the darkness still there?
We're about to find out. Yes.
Alright, action surge, do it again.
Okay.
20, keep it at 1.
I don't have a spell that gets rid of darkness.
Do you have dispel magic?
You do have a spell that gets rid of darkness.
What?
It's
14 hit.
magic.
Dispel magic?
spell magic.
Well,
Do you-
yeah.
Those all
If you
3
have it
hit.
prepared.
Or daylight?
I don't know.
28.
I know it's not a wizard spell.
Darkness remains. Though, Stein, you can see that one next to the coffin just took 6 arrows and is looking bloodied.
Good shot!
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, Freeman. It's all dark.
Dispel magic.
Poof. You can see again. The darkness is gone.
Bonus action, recommend Lucina take on the big guy.
I don't think you need to use your bonus action to recommend stuff.
Giving
But,
you the help action with it.
Yeah, I know.
Am I in a good position of cover or not really?
You're not horrible. There is a shadow next to you. And you're kind of like next to like one of like the little plinths that some Akirio was up on. Looks like it's the rusted gauntlet. So you have some cover, but not a lot, and that guy's in melee with you.
That's no big deal. Alright, that's it.
All right, Ipfon. There's a shadow next to you. There's actually a shadow basically next to all of your party members except Stone Soup. There's the Shade Sorcerer that was near the sarcophagus, and of course the Death Tyrant kind of floating up near the ceiling.
Cool question. Where are we?
Durlig's tomb.
Same place that we were last week.
Oh, right.
Same as it ever.
Got a
We're in,
long
we're in
rest
combat.
instead?
Say again, Ipfon?
Have we had a long rest since last session?
No.
No.
Shit.
It's okay because the paladin has arrived.
It's not okay.
The
we
paladin
haven't
has no
taken
spell
Everyone's
a long
slots.
rest.
dead, and we have a paladin.
He has no spell slots, mister.
I have not many spell slots left.
Well, the shadows are weak. Don't waste them on them. Go for the
Okay.
big guys. Just kill the shadows. Go for the big guys. Because you got shadows and melee, so you can't move.
Why can't I move?
Well, you can. You
Oh,
just
wait, yeah.
opportunity attacks. Yeah.
Okay. So attack the shadows, or dispel the shadows? What?
Attack.
Stab them.
Stab them. That will dispel them.
Okay.
The answer is violence. And if that didn't work, you clearly didn't use enough.
Oh, we leveled up last time, didn't we, Gilbert?
Yes. Yes, we did. You should be
Oh,
level 17 now.
yeah.
And the rest of us should be 15.
Correct.
All right.
We're right on the
So what
clock.
are you doing,
This'll
Ipfon?
push us.
Attacking
Attacking what?
the shadow next to me.
Ah, okay. That hits. So does that.
Good. I doubt. So, assuming by what people are telling me, I don't need to smite.
You're using that
No.
flaming holy sword.
Don't waste your smites on the. Yeah, the radiant from your sword will probably be
I
enough.
mean, that sword's gonna fuck them off.
Okay.
Yeah, save.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
also-
saying because if
one
you're
of
low
the-
on spell slots, you want to save them for your bigger targets that'll actually have a lot of health.
Yeah. Okay.
So the radiant damage from your sword is especially effective, and the shadow is dispelled.
I mean, it's all radiant, but yeah.
That's what I mean.
Are they considered undead for the sword second D8?
They would be, yes, except it's already dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, would the first, if he had a D8 on the first with just the +7, would it be enough to kill one? Is what I was asking.
Yes.
So he could spread his attacks out.
No, you guys are experienced enough. You should be telling me or taking that into account. He overkilled it.
I completely forgot about the extra D8 from the sword.
No, you're all right.
Also, sorry I was late. I was playing Cyberpunk.
You're
and I
fine.
finished
You're all
the DLC.
good.
It's all right. Anything else on your turn, Ipfon?
Action, bonus action done. That's it.
All right. The Death Tyrant. You hear him whispering, "Good, good." And then let's see, what is he going to be shooting? Do. Ah, excellent. He is going to shoot this beam at Lucina. Lucina, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
For a second there, I was about to say, God damn it, this is Disintegrate again. Am I within 10 feet of the Paladin?
Yes. Ah, hey, you resist it. Nothing happens. Let's see. Then he's going to shoot this beam out at Ipfon. Ipfon, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex?
Dexterity.
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
What's my dex? Uh, what's this casting at me?
A beam.
Okay, how far is the creature that's casting this from me?
Like 45 feet.
Okay. Just checking. I don't have that thing. Okay. I don't use dex that much. Okay, so there we go.
All right, very good. You resist that one. He shoots a third beam once I figure out what my dice roll was. Ah! This is a great one. Freeman, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Eleonora?
No, you are too far. You guys are a little spread out at the moment.
All right.
Unfortunate. You are now charmed by the beholder.
We've been here before.
Wait, this is a beholder?
Yes.
Fuck.
Let's see. That is his 3 beams, though. That is on that. Lucina, it is now your turn.
Can I see anything?
Yes.
What do I see?
Well, there's a shadow in melee with you, a shadow in melee with most of your comrades, a big shadow in melee with Stein, a big shadow next to the sarcophagus, and that death tyrant floating up near the ceiling 30 feet up.
Uh-huh.
Currently 40 feet away from you because of the angle.
All right, and I have a question here.
What's up?
Can I cast that time stop with sorcery, with the various, like, meta magics?
Yes.
Or is... Okay, good to know.
If it has a cost that depends on the spell's level, it counts as the level 9 version of it.
Good to know. All right. In that case, time stop.
Okay.
Sorry, that's D4 equals 1. One moment. All right. So I'm going to walk to a place a little over there. Just getting out of melee of everybody.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a spot that's out of melee. Are you trying to stay close to Ipfon for Azora?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't go that far. Just getting out of melee. Got it.
Yeah. And pew 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 pew. We'll just be firing the chromatic orbs up at the big boy.
Okay.
Actually, how high up is he?
From where you've moved, he is 45 feet from you with a 30-foot altitude.
All right. Yeah. All right. This will work. Yeah, I'm going to start casting pew pew. So we'll go with chromatic orbs. You know what? 9th level, 8th level, and 6th level.
Okay.
Chromatic orbs, lightning.
Well, I believe you have to make some rolls to hit.
I do. And I believe the first one is at advantage. That's the 9th level one from the help action provided.
Ah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it would be.
You taunt me, dice. You taunt me.
That does obviously hit.
So the 9th level didn't crit. The 8th level did. Can you guess what I'm when time stop ends? Can you guess what I'm maximizing?
The 6th level?
The 8th level.
Okay. Well, don't you have one more action?
1, 2, 3.
No, you're right. That would be your 3.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So time stop would end. The 3 balls would hit him. You should roll that damage.
All right, 11d8 lightning, reducing vulnerability to resistance and resistance to normal.
He doesn't actually have any resistance to lightning.
50 lightning. Then let's see, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 2. So that's 10d8, well, 10 times 8, so 20 times 8. 160 points of lightning damage.
Uh-huh.
And 9d8. I'm sorry, 8d8, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8d8. And then another 38 lightning damage.
All right. Yeah, so you hit him once. He's bloodied. You hit him with that maximized bolt. He basically is turned to ash as the 3rd lightning bolt just kind of carries on through him and hits the ceiling.
I am running so high right now. Whoa! All right. Is there a dude near me?
Yes. Well, near you, not in melee.
How near?
10 feet.
Oh wait, nope. I had mental orb operations. That's all I can do.
Alrighty.
Because for time stop to have ended, I would need to have terminated it early, or my turn it would need to have ended.
Gotcha. Alrighty then. Well, at initiative 0, you begin to feel a rumbling. Let's see, these guys, the big guys. Well, Stein, the one in front of you is going to attack you in melee again. Does a 24 hit you?
24 won't, but the 28 will.
So he rakes you with his claws for 25 slashing damage. The one up by... that was the one in melee with you. The one that is bloodied up by the casket is going to summon, with his action, 6 more shadows. In and amongst the party. But that is all he can do. Stein, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to bonus action ignite my sword,
Uh-huh.
upcasting it, and then I'm going to attack the one in front.
Okay, the big one in front of you?
Yeah, the one that just hit me.
All right. Roll to hit. Two hits.
All right. There is the damage. I hit twice, you say?
Yes.
$38 points of psychic damage.
All right. Well, he's looking to be near death. Anything else?
No. Oh yeah, I'm gonna move away because that last whack didn't feel too hot.
Okay. So you're going to step over to the side. That would put you outside of Ipfon's aura.
Yeah. I want to get inside Ippon's aura. Yeah.
No. You're in Ipfon's aura. This would put you outside of it.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Then I'll just stay where I'm at.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, shadows. Let's see. There are now two in melee with Stein, so they'll both try to give him the bad touch. Does an 18 hit Stein?
No.
All right. Two in melee with Freeman. I don't think an 11 will hit Freeman.
No.
There is now one in melee again with Stone Soup. Does a 19 hit Stone Soup?
It does.
So you take 11 points of necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 1.
Drat.
Ipfon, there's one in melee with you. Does a 19 hit Ipfon?
No.
All right. Then there are only. Well, that one will just move to catch up. Lucina, there are now two in melee with you. Does a 13 hit Lucina?
I'm sorry, I was distracted. Do 7 and 13 hit me?
Correct.
They do not.
Okay. And then finally, the last two go for Teresa. Does a 20 hit Teresa?
Hit miss.
Okay. So you take 9 points of necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 2. Stone Soup, it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, one of them just hit me.
Yes.
So, using the knowledge of where that one probably is, I would like to attack it.
Indeed, you turn and look and can see him.
Oh, right, the darkness is gone.
Very well, the 21 hits.
More cold.
Guess you're quartering it this time. Not that it will likely matter.
Well, unfortunately, I don't believe you can just quarter it.
Be
Why-
able to draw them, though.
I thought I passed the save to half it, and then I'm resistant to it, so you can just divide it by 4.
No, you can't because you're forgetting integer division.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta do that.
That's annoying.
We don't have to do this long format, do we?
Yeah, and see, look, it mattered. 6 divided by 2 is 3.
It didn't because it only has 16 hit points.
Ah, well.
Haha, checkmate. Infantry division. Haha, checkmate. He's already dead.
Yes,
How
you
much damage?
you splat the shadow.
How much damage did it do? The rest of it.
Enough. Alright, that's it.
His bonus is enough to kill it.
My bonus, which is now less than usual, thanks to him. I'll be
Mhm.
happy.
Anything else?
No.
All right, Teresa. There are 2 of them in melee with you.
I'd like to bonus action disengage and change that.
Okay. Yeah, you can fall back towards the stairs.
Can I see? Is the beholder dead?
Yes. Very, very dead.
All right. I'll just start picking off the lowest health enemies then.
So, which one are you targeting?
Whichever one looks the most beat up, and if there's more than one that looks about the same,
Ah,
whichever the lowest is those.
the big shadow in melee with Stein is near death.
All right, I will shoot him first then.
Roll to hit.
Should I just roll bulk for it to hit?
If you do, all your attacks are going at that one guy.
All right. Fuck, I'll make this a sharpshooter. 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
All right, second shot. 14.
A 14 does hit.
15. 20 damage is magical piercing.
It is still there, just on the cusp of death.
All right. 18 hits.
18 hits.
Does it have more than 16 health?
No. It's just dead.
All right. Then. Ooh. That missed attack. Is it too late to do curving shot? Once per turn, when I miss with the magic arrow, which Arcane Archer makes all mine arrow, I can use a bonus action to redirect it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Different target within 60 feet. Next most wounded.
That would be the guy up on next to the casket.
All right. 7. 22
That
to hit.
hits.
19.
All right. Yeah, he's looking pretty hurt.
And that's it for me.
All right, Freeman. There are
I'm
2
no
of
longer
them.
charmed, right?
You are no longer charmed. There are 2 shadows in melee with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cast taste on myself and I'll attack one of them then.
All right. Roll a hit. That hits. And
3d12 is necrotic, just so you know.
well then in that case it's bloodied but still alive.
Okay.
Looks like that necrotic damage did nothing to it.
I thought so, that's why I figured I'd let you know. Alright, I won't roll it then.
Anything else?
Bonus action dodge.
All right, Ipon.
Mm-hmm. How many are left?
Yes, there are 1 big shadow.
Other than the shadows.
9 small shadows. That's it.
Just shadows left?
Yeah, the big shadow up by the casket, and then 9 smaller ones in and amongst the party.
Hmm. Is there one within melee with me?
There is, in fact, one in melee with you, yes.
Hmm. Is the bigger one a priority?
No,
Above
you
this?
can completely ignore him.
I was more asking the party, but sure.
Asking us what?
Is the bigger shadow up more of a priority than the one in melee with me?
I guess you should make that judgment call.
Well, fuck. Has
You're a
it done
17th
anything?
level paladin. You can begin making the big boy decisions now, I think.
Has it done anything?
Well, it cast darkness, and then it summoned a bunch more shadows.
Okay, so it's a priority then. I will move out of melee, so it will get an opportunity attack. How far is it actually, the big one?
The big one's 15 feet from you. This guy is going to take his attack of opportunity.
No.
Don't think he hits you.
No.
And you charge right up to him.
Uh, uh, I know I have a thing somewhere here. Well, whatever. I'll just attack normal.
All right, roll it. That is 2 hits.
Very good. Let me check. Should I smite? Should I not? I think I'll smite just in case. Ooh. Oh. I got a level up. I got a 5th level spell slot.
Yes.
How many D8 is that now? If I smite with that. Uh, trying to remember.
68 normally, which I think is the cap for smites.
Correct.
Then improved divine smite, I think.
So, the smite itself is 6d8. If it is against an undead, it is 7d8. Then there is an additional 2d8 from your sword and your level 11 improved divine smite feature.
Uh-huh.
A total of 9d8
So is this
plus strength mod.
Is this thing the undead?
No, it's not.
In that case, a mere 8d8.
Okay.
My apologies, Under. I probably should have confirmed that before I gave him those numbers.
Yeah, it's fine.
Looked at the picture, I'm like, yeah, that looked pretty undead.
It turns out, no, it isn't, which I think is pretty funny. But no, it's not undead.
Turns out it's like a fae.
Yeah.
Oh wait, shit, really?
Huh? Kind of a fucked up fae, but it's a fae. All right, yeah, it's now looking to be near death after that blow.
Near death?
Yes.
And the second attack will be just regular weapon damage. No
All
smite.
right. And it dies.
Epic.
I believe the kids call this poggers.
Anything else, Upon?
I haven't heard poggers used within the last 3 years.
All right, Lucina.
Is everything dead?
Technically, yes. The shadows are undead.
The shadows. How many?
Yes. There are 2 in melee with you. There are 9 total, mixed in with the party.
Really? Well, out of curiosity, how many could Guy get in a 15 by 15 foot cube?
Do you care if there are allies in that cube?
Is one of the allies Stein?
Yes.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Go ahead.
All right, 15 by 15. You could get that one, both of those. You could get 4 of them in that. And Stein.
Do it.
How injured are they looking?
They are uninjured. None of them have survived. Well, except for the one by Freeman, which isn't anywhere near you. You haven't allowed any of these guys to survive a single hit.
Okay. Doop 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 doop. You know what? That's I already, Mister. I already maximized. I turned the giant beholder into the Hindenburg.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. You know what? I don't know if that's going to be super effective. So here's what I'm going to do. The one in front of me. Quicken spell, shock and grasp.
Okay. Well, roll to hit. That will hit him.
16 lightning, ignoring resistance and immunity.
Well, that's good.
Ignoring resistance and reducing immunity.
Mm-hmm. It is dead.
All right. Can I get 2 into melee with me?
Yeah. Yeah, there's the one in melee with you now. And you can just kind of shift over and get also into melee with the one that used to be in melee with Ipfon.
All right. Shock and grasp, twin spell.
All right. Roll to hit. 2 hits. Well, the one that was melee with you is now gone. The one that used to be melee with Ipfon is hanging on by a thread.
Neat. I step out of its area of control, provoking attack of opportunity.
Which it will gladly take.
Uh-huh.
Does a 16 hit you?
You know, it's mildly annoying when the shadow can't bait its own destruction. No, that misses.
Fortunate. Anything else?
No.
All right. Initiative 0. The rumbling gets worse. Cracks begin to form on the walls and the floor. Stein. There are 2 small shadows in melee with you.
Say what again, huh?
There are 2 small shadows in melee with you.
Small shadows, okay. Let's see. Are they injured?
No.
Well, then let's move to engage one, because I still have my sword up. So, yeah.
Rolled it. Those both it.
$31 points of psychic and piercing.
Well, that one's gone.
And moving. That's it.
All right. Stone Soup. There are none in melee with you.
Okay. Can I see any?
Yeah, there is a small one in melee with Stein, 2 small ones in melee with Freeman, 2 small ones in melee with Teresa, and a small one in melee with Lucina.
I'll go for the. Oh, sorry, you were going to say something else.
One of the ones by Freeman and the one by Lucina are both near death.
I will go to the ones by Freeman.
Okay. Which one are you attacking first?
The weak one.
You missed. That one hits.
All right. Oh wait, sorry. Would I hit with the 22?
Yes.
Okay.
Their AC is 12.
Well, he passes. Acid. Do I just have it?
Resisted.
So a quarter?
Quarter.
Okay.
Are we still in combat?
Yeah, Stone Soup's just doing damage on somebody.
Alright, just checking in. I'm taking the dogs off her body.
That one goes splat.
All right. And then as a bonus action, I attack the healthy one.
Roll to hit. That's also a hit.
Restrained. Let's see. Oh, he fails. Wonderful. I don't think it'll matter, but
It's also immune to that, unfortunately.
damn.
It seems that everyone that fails it just happens to be immune.
Well, stop using monsters that are immune to it.
I do, and you don't. You hit them with like acid and shit when I do
well.
those guys.
Oh, 14.
Well, it's still there, barely.
Oh well. Okay, that's it.
All right. Did I skip the shadows? I think I did. Huh. Oh, well, they're going now then. Well, Stein, there's one by you. Does a 22 hit Stein?
Negative.
All right. Well, those are dead. There are still 2 by Teresa. I don't think an 11 will hit Teresa.
Nope.
And one more by Freeman, which misses. All right, Teresa, it is your turn.
I will disengage, get out of melee with these two, and the big guy and the beholder are both dead, so I'll just start picking off the small shadows.
Okay, which one are you targeting first?
Go closest to me.
That would be one of the 2 you just left. That hits.
18. D8 plus 15. 17 magic piercing.
It's dead.
The other one that wasn't melee.
Also a hit. Also dead.
Alright, next closest one.
It'd be the one by Lucina. That hits. It dies.
Alright. That's it for me.
All right. Freeman. There is 1 near death in melee with you, and 1 by Stein.
Alright. I'll take 2 attacks against the one by me.
All right, roll the hit. Well, the 17 hits. And that shadow is destroyed. Anything else?
Who's next to me?
That would be
allies
Stone
and,
Soup.
Foes. Any foes or no?
No foes. The only foe remaining is the small shadow next to Stein.
Bonus action help Stein then.
Alright.
If he's within 30 of me.
He is.
Alright.
Ipfan.
Yes.
It's your turn. What do you do?
How many are left?
1.
How much health?
Full.
How far?
15 feet.
Okay. I walk up, I attack.
Roll to hit. You hit him. You hit him again.
Okay. Should I just roll all as one?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not even gonna add the extra, like, undead thing for this.
Well, it's dead. So you guys are out of initiative. The rumbling's getting worse. The cracks are spreading on the walls, the floor, and the ceiling. Bits of stone begin to fall.
Well, I'm gonna hotcast detect magic and run around and grab everything magical and start leaving.
The sarcophagus is magical, as is the copper tablet.
Stone Soup, grab the sarcophagus. I go for the
I'm
tablet.
over on my
Grab
phone
the
here.
tablet.
Whoa,
Could you
whoa,
repeat
whoa.
what you said? What's
Two-
falling?
Too many people. Rocks are falling. The rumbling is getting worse. Freeman has hotcast detect magic. The copper tablet that you guys were fighting over is magical, as is the marble casket underneath the coat of arms reading Durlig.
Stein is taking the tablet
I take the casket.
and he's heading for the door.
All right. Well, Stone Soup, the casket seems to be like, worked, as masonry part of the floor. I need you to make a strength check to just break that off.
Oh, well, if you're going to let me make a strength check to do it. Just strength?
Strength athletics, but yeah.
Alright.
Will I be able to help?
Are you proficient with athletics?
I am.
Then yes, you can help. Which will give Stone Soup advantage.
Alright.
All right, yeah, so you just kind of squat, just start kind of ripping at it. Eventually, the kind of rocking it back and forth, the mortar giving way, and you now have a stone sarcophagus in your hands.
Okay.
Under?
The door.
I take the mummy and run.
Under. How big is the collapsing area?
How big is
the room?
The room. It's all collapsing.
Yeah, how big is it?
50 by 50 by 30.
50 by 50 by 30. Okay. I'm just eyeballing this. But oh shit. Hold on. I super zoomed out. Let's see. So I can get 10 by 10s.
Not enough.
Rumble,
Indeed.
rumble.
Not enough. So what I'd
We,
like to
we
do
already
is
got the
cast
magic stuff. We're leaving.
We've already grabbed all the shit that we want?
Yeah, I hotcast detect magic, found everything that was magical. The sarcophagus is the only issue, which Stone Soup just literally ripped out of the floor.
Okay.
I ran to grab the tablet, but then Stein said he was running to grab it, so
Yeah,
I don't know
I was
who actually
on my
has
phone
it.
there for a little while and Discord was being futsy. All right,
But,
so if we got
so
everything, then I don't need
we're
to...
rooting and we're
okay.
scooting.
Yeah, in that case, I'll just throw up a wall of ice along the ceiling above us so we have a walkway where it's not falling on our heads. That doable, Under?
Sure. The
And
floor
Lucina
begins to
casts
crack.
Umbrella. And then any like loose gold value items that I see while I'm running to grab the tablet and back.
Well, Stein was right there. He grabbed the tablet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah,
I'll go for the
I
gold
was
value
reading
item.
the tablet when the fight started.
Yeah, I mean, they're like these looked like random like curios and historical artifacts. Nothing that's really got like innate gold value.
Damn it, the knowledge.
Yeah, well, anything that looks like Freeman studied history, so significant historical value he'd grab just on his way out. He's not stopping to inspect it, basically. If it's not nailed down and that might be worth something, grabbing it.
All right, yeah, you can throw the curios in your bag. It's not a problem. Then what are you guys doing?
Leaving.
How?
I don't know.
How
My
did we
entire
come in
session has
here?
been in this room. I don't know how we got here.
Didn't we come down some stairs into this room?
You did, yes. There are There's a set of spiral staircases built into the southern wall that heads upward.
Hold on a second.
You'd recall that previously that room had flooded with lava.
That is correct. That is correct.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Well, if that's the case, then we need to look for a secret entrance for this room down here.
Mm-hmm.
I can
That's
Go
my
to
fault,
hell.
Under. I was unaware the our previously traveled entry point is no longer viable. So that's why I was saying, well, we're leaving. I didn't know we couldn't.
I mean, I got that you guys want to escape. I'm asking how you are affecting your escape.
Hey, I can take one person out.
Why
This
would
is
you
Dimension
assassinate one of
Door.
your teammates?
I only have 2 castings of Dimension Door.
All right, so we just do the usual song and dance, pile into the various magical pockets. 2 people carry them, Dimension Door us out. Come on, it's not rocket science.
Since I'm the one that can cast Dimension Door, well, everybody gets in bags and boxes, and I Dimension Door us out of here.
Yeah, but we only have room for 3. We have a party of 6 right now. There's 1 guy left. There's an odd man out. Two in the portable hole, 1 in the bag of holding. There's 6 total. That leaves 1 person unable to.
Quite true.
Oh wait, Teresa, you got a wild shape?
The stairs collapse.
Teresa, you have a wild shape. Burger, do you have a wild shape?
Teresa's not a druid.
Monday. I'm an arcane archer in this.
Oh, that's right. You're a druid on Monday. Derp.
Why does he need to Dimension Door to get us out of here?
Because the path we came in is flooded with lava.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay, I can do it. I can do it. I have 2 4th level spell slots. I can cast Polymorph on somebody, turn them into something I can hold in my hand,
do it.
then take a willing character and
Actually, no. Save the 4th level spell shot. I have a scroll of gaseous form. I cast gaseous form on myself and join somebody in the bag of holding or the portable hole, one of the 2. Then we have enough room. Gaseous form. I don't need, physical space. I
Right.
can just occupy the air.
all right, so then I grab whoever's left and Dimension Door us back up outside because I know where we were started at.
Okay. You Dimension Door 500 feet up. And you find yourself balancing precariously at the edge of a rectangular hole in the floor with 4 statues at the corners of it. The sound of rumbling and crumbling earth beneath you.
Okay. Is this the room with the couch?
It was the room with the couch. The couch is a a bit of an excursion down below. There is, however, some doors that lead outside to the south.
Yeah, as in we see the outside.
Yes.
Well, if I can see the outside, I'm gonna burn my last 4th level and dimension this door right us outside.
As you wish. You teleport the 20 feet outside. It is a somewhat brisk day. The sun kind of in the last bit of the afternoon before getting into evening.
Stein walks over to the closest thing and just sits. I'm tired.
You gonna let us out?
Well, well, of course. After he lets everybody out. Or
Well, you didn't
whoever
say
came
that.
up
You
with
said
me
you
can
went
do
and
that.
sat down.
Or whoever came up with me can do that. I don't care.
It probably would have been Stone Soup because he was carrying the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Stone Soup would have been the one to let y'all out there.
Yeah. Wouldn't have been able to put that in a portable hole or the bag of holding. So
I release all of you.
Awesome.
Yay, none of you suffocate.
I'm glad we can trust the barbarian over the wizard.
Mm.
Wizard's
Well, of
in
course,
different-
he's a wizard.
All right.
He's not a
Now that,
wizard. He's a scientist. He is
Useless
not a wizard.
wizard.
now that
He
we're
is
up
not a
here,
wizard. He is a scientist.
now that
we
we're
don't
up,
care.
now that we're up here, let's have a look at that sarcophagus.
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay.
Although I'm pretty sure it's just a tome of Constitution.
No, the sarcophagus.
Right.
Yeah,
I
not
think
the
you're
tablet.
misunderstanding.
There's 2 items.
Yeah, we're gonna look at.
There is
the
a tablet.
sarcophagus first.
That is the tome of Constitution, probably. I am talking about the sarcophagus.
Ah.
Well, as I said in the room, it is a marble sarcophagus, the lid of which has this engraving of a dwarf. One hand a hammer, the other a battle axe. An inscription on the axe reads Skegox.
Somebody want to identify this?
Yeah. Okay. Identifying it.
It's how we met the dude the first time.
Oh yeah.
Begin ritual casting, identifying the sarcophagus.
I forgot
Okay.
about that.
Stogex.
We need if you could respawn the beholder.
That's why I said it out loud.
Yeah, he doesn't respawn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fucking XP farm a beholder till we're level 20.
Oh, what would it even be for XP farm? It'd be, okay, see, I blew you the fuck up. Am I worthy?
By the way, Ipfan, I don't suppose you got to remove curse in you.
You need one?
Yep. Possibly.
Okay. Let me check my spell slots.
I'm trying to get rid of this malice to my strength that I picked up.
Hey, cool, we got a refrigerator now.
I cast remove curse on Stone Soup.
Does my strength return?
Yes.
All right.
And it looks like we got a refrigerator.
Cool. I'll carry a refrigerator.
Wait, Stone Soup, try attacking something with it.
Wait, he said it looks like marble. And there's only one compartment?
Casket of pressure.
There's only one compartment.
Cool. Like if we put a body in there, if they die,
Yep.
we don't have to cast toil.
Well, no, they just don't rot. It doesn't affect the body's ability to be revived. It just prevents it from deteriorating.
No.
Okay, so back to the tablet.
Okay, wait a minute. Under, are we like? Is it true that magic items will like not break from being damaged normally?
Yes, but
Generally
it's a magic
speaking,
item.
yes, it takes exceptional damage to destroy a magic item.
Okay.
But
So-
That's what I was saying. Hit something with it.
Yeah. So
don't do nothing with that. Don't do that. Don't do
okay.
that.
Well, could you like let me talk to the DM for a second? All right. So if I were to like swing this thing around, aside from the mortar which I broke off, this thing would probably not just like crack in half.
Correct.
All right. We'll have to experiment with that later. See what it does, if anything.
We gave him a magical fridge baseball bat.
Sure.
Great
I mean,
mall.
not that the other thing I have isn't also cool.
Be a great mall like your rock.
Yeah. Here, get in.
Yeah, we should open it up though. See if dude's body is in there.
Yeah, I opened it up.
Okay. Yeah, you pop it open. There's a blast of cold air. And inside, there is this preserved dwarf corpse.
That must be Skegox.
Must be, yeah.
He is
If we
dressed
put
in
this
fine
golden apple
clothes
into the air, will he-
and has a golden battle axe just gripped in both of his hands.
Is it pinging on detect magic?
It is
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
The fridge itself is what's magic.
But
Yep.
still, it's a golden battle axe. Gotta weigh a
Yeah, it's
ton.
probably worth something.
It's very worth. So who's gonna take the axe from the man?
We'll throw it in one of the party inventories. Sell it probably.
It doesn't rot or spoil, so this guy has just like mummified, right?
Indeed.
He's been preserved, but he's not like immaculate.
Correct. He's desiccated.
There you go, desiccated. Well, I don't suppose the corpse pings his magic or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay.
You gonna throw the corpse out?
I'm gonna unceremoniously dump this poor fellow out and hand the golden battle axe off to somebody.
All right.
It just takes the fridge and tips it on its side.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to clean this.
Does he?
There is like a bit of a stain on the bottom of it.
I set to scouring it.
I set to digging a new grave for the body.
Well, at least by a layman's definition, this thing is now desecrated. That is quite literally what I've done to it.
All right, now back to the tablet
Yes, the tablet.
that I
The
am.
tablet, the tablet, the tablet.
What is it?
Return the slab.
Mine.
Men in Black 2.
Well, as you do an identify ritual, that is the wrong one. Stand by. Here it is.
Ooh, that would make Stein scary.
If not for the fact that I already have 22 strength, I would ask to use that, but we can give it to somebody else.
Look, it's not your strength; it's your constitution.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, he has 22. He has 22 strength. I have 22 dex. I think Lucina has 22 and something.
Take a guess. Come on.
Is it int?
Charisma.
Wisdom.
Oh, right, it's charisma.
Charisma.
I only have a 20. The one that had a 22 died. Well, he's not dead. We could go get his soul, and he could come back. If y'all wanted to up for a quest to retrieve HK's soul.
I don't know. I like Stein.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. He's kind of a useless wizard.
He is not a wizard.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. You took levels in wizard, didn't you?
Oh.
You didn't take
Wizard
any
is
levels
not
in
written
wizard.
on my sheet anywhere.
What the fuck
Says
is Stein?
Then how are you using the
Warrior.
spell book?
It says Psy Warrior, Alchemist, Blade Singer. There is no wizard anywhere on my
That
sheet.
is
Bladesinger is
literally a
wisdom.
wizard.
Bladesinger is a subclass of wizard.
Yes, but it doesn't say wizard.
It does.
You're a wizard.
It says wizard.
It's technically not a
Your
wizard.
character sheet says wizard, mister.
hey, Ipfon. You're not a paladin. You're an oath of devotion. Totally a different
No,
thing.
see, that's different. That's different. Because all
I-
the other wizards say
Look. I guess
All
if
the other wizards
Stein's not a
say
wizard,
full of
Blade
whatever.
Singer, then he has to strip all the class features out and only gets the subclass features.
No, an evoker is just called an evoker, but they're an evoker wizard. You're a blade song wizard.
Exactly.
I know. I'm just being technical. The best kind of right.
But you're not
But it's
being
not
correct.
technically
in any
right, it's just wrong.
capacity.
You're walking an uphill battle through shit and mud, Stein.
Technically, it
In
doesn't
the pouring
say it
rain,
doesn't
in
say
an
wizard
avalanche.
on my sheet because it does say blade.
Bullshit. It'll say
Well,
wizard.
It only doesn't say it explicitly because you have so many fucking multi-classes, it doesn't have the space to type it up.
Actually, do.
Then
Would you
he
do me a
would be
favor
technically
and go
correct
to-
if that was the case.
Like the top of your thing to set character and class and tell me what it says under class.
We're not going to talk about that. We were talking about it with the main one up at the top.
But that doesn't
Okay, so-
really matter.
It doesn't say wizard as long as you don't look at the part that says wizard.
Yeah.
You gotta-
If you can pretend it's not there, hey, you live in America. If you can pretend things ain't there, they're not there.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bicycle.
Don't worry, Minister. I'm gonna pretend it doesn't say wizard for you.
Thank you. See, he lives in America. He knows how to do it.
Not a wizard.
But I'm gonna do it somewhere else. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night, Ichiro.
Hey, wizard, can you cast plane shift?
Not yet. It's too high spell. I don't know that yet. I have too many. I have too many multi classes to have high level with.
I'd be more
Mhm.
concerned about casting modify memory.
I'm only going to get like fifth level. I'm only going to get to like fifth level wizard, six level spells maybe.
Oh my god. No one in this group is gonna have godlike powers.
Hey,
Except maybe me.
Under what is the?
I mean, I have 7 levels in, so I'll get 13 levels of wizard, whatever that gives me.
What does the sarcophagus weigh?
I'm gonna go 12 levels.
200 pounds.
Oh, jeez, that's like nothing. I mean, I guess I could use it. We'll see if it does anything.
It deals cold damage.
You know what? I would
Useless
take that.
damage type.
You gotta like appreciate variety at some point.
No, hitting
That'd be
people
funny.
with it just does bludgeoning damage. You have to shove someone in it to do cold damage.
Oh well, I gotta start incorporating that into my moveset. Can I start grappling people with the sarcophagus?
Yes.
Anyway, back to the tablet. Does anybody specifically need it? Because
Need it?
Stein is gonna use it.
If I used it, mine would be 20.
Well, your character is the one that doesn't have a
Kamas
22.
Constitution is only 16 right now.
Yeah, but it increases your max.
None of my
However, because you're only at a 16, you're probably never going to use that.
Yeah, I'd say give it to somebody who has a higher con. Like Ipfon or Stone.
Okay.
Ipfon and Stone, arm wrestle for it.
Oh, that's not
Both of y'all
fair.
have
I mean,
18 con, right?
I propose we have the paladin use it. That
Yeah.
way, the dude with all the swanky auras and big, well, he's awake features functioning would be best to have many hit points.
Mm. Well, does he have a 22 in anything?
No.
No.
No,
Well, give it
Ipfon's
to him
new.
then.
Yeah, Ipfon it is. All right, Ipfon, you get a read.
Cool.
So where in the world are we actually?
Shit, Havia.
Oh, we're
We're-
still by Havia. Okay.
Yeah, we're a week out of Havia. Basically, you know how you wanted me to talk to a certain Nipia Kreshi,
Yeah.
and I did, and then we went to
Yeah.
sleep, and then we got the quest.
Yep.
And I've got the way to get us into hell. It's right here.
Well, I think we should take a nap.
Question: do you guys know how we're gonna get out of hell?
How many people can banish us?
Well, there is that one lady. Although
Yeah, but she was
something-
recovering dead souls.
yeah.
You get another scroll plane shift.
Now, this isn't something my character would necessarily be able to answer, but is there a difference when it comes to escaping that place between a dead person who has been sent there upon their death and a living soul who has traveled there via magical means?
Well, generally speaking, the living soul, you're also taking your body with you there, which
Right.
makes raising you from the material plane a bit of a tricky proposition because the magic requires, one, you to be dead and often your body.
Yeah, well, that gets into the fucking weirdness of whatever that one woman was doing. Fucking
We just-
false resurrection.
We just all cut off one of her hands and give it to the lady.
Wow. How about plans that don't involve self-mutilation? Can you guys think of any ways?
Okay, well, here's
Another
a
scroll plane
specific
shift.
example that might answer my question, which is, let's say that you die and go to hell, and then a portal to the material plane appears. Can you walk through it, and if so, what happens?
No.
Whereas, presumably, if you were alive and had traveled to hell through magical means, you could just go back.
Right, a soul banished to hell, will form a demon, a devil, some type of infernal creature eventually. But the soul itself that you are is rather discorporeated at that point.
Right.
And so you can't really be brought back. Like, you can't just walk through a portal because you can't walk. You're not even aware of it, really.
Except when that woman pulled Fremen's soul out of hell, it somehow created, well, I guess the magic can create a new body for him.
Yes, magic can create a new body. It's part of the reason why the longer you wait, the more powerful magic you need, is because your soul becomes more and more enmeshed in hell.
Right.
And pulling it out, therefore, takes more power and more effort.
Yeah, talking interplanar interactions. That's
Okay.
why living beings can go to hell. They can interact with stuff down there, but the souls that are there are fixed, trapped.
Right.
Unless you do something to untrap them.
Yeah, when we go to hell, we won't go as sinners, we'll go as Dante.
Exactly.
Actually, given your group's, propensities,
we
you're
will
more
also
going
be
in there as
sinners.
crusaders, but
Oh, I'm sorry, I was making a fucking allusion to a classical work.
yes, I know.
Well, either way, be it crusade or a literary work, it will certainly be a comedy.
All right. Well, we should long rest.
Dante's Divine Comedy of Errors.
Do you want to just pop up a tent here and then head back? Since it's already almost night.
I mean, like the campsite is literally like 120 feet that way.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean right here. I just mean like, in this general area since it's evening.
Oh yeah, well, we'll just head back to the campsite. It's right here.
All right, so you head back to the camp with Anil and the others from the Guild of Explorers, Arcanists, and Surveyors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we brought friends?
No, these are the people that hired us.
Friends brought us.
I'll give them the debriefing of what we found under.
Okay, so you walk over to Anil's tent. Anil opens the flap and bids you enter.
Yes, I see you have returned. Were you successful?
I punch him in the face. No,
we
that voice.
It was really well done. We were successful. We made our way down several floors. Lucina will detail the traps and whatnot. Until we finally made our way into I suppose a tomb and museum in one, related to the life of a dwarf called Durlig. Unfortunately, there were guardians in this final chamber, and apparently upon defeating those guardians, the tomb is set to collapse.
Yes. Durlig was a somewhat well-known character in the histories, and him setting his own tomb to collapse upon it being pillaged by adventurers is entirely within the expected norms of that person. More specifically, did you, in your delves down there, find an entrance, perhaps, into a larger complex, such as the deep halls of Odarin, or any references thereof?
Give me a second, Under. I'm personally looking over and thinking back.
I wasn't here, so I have no clue.
No, I know. I was caught off guard by the start of combat, and I don't think I finished the note taking. Guys, does that sound familiar to you? Any of you?
Mm-mm.
From earlier in the session?
Nope.
Okay. No, we did not.
Oh, well, that is most unfortunate. But you have kept up your side of our arrangement, and thus you are due payment.
He reaches over, pulls up a rather large sack, which clinks with coins, and sets it in front of you.
I do believe this will be a fair amount of compensation for a day's work, as it were, for you. With the collapse of the tomb into what is essentially just a big hole, we will rely on cheaper assets to continue the delve, although we will keep you in mind should we encounter any special difficulties that we are unable to deal with ourselves.
Of course. Do bear in mind the endless floor of alcohol and the magma chamber.
Yes, yeah, paying special attention to things that are unlimited. Typically, they are of special economic value.
Ah, excellent. Good to hear. Well, it has been a pleasure working with you on this.
Oh, believe me, the pleasure is all here. We are most grateful for you taking the time to assist us in this matter. Uh, should we ever find the deep halls of Eldarin, we'll be sure to send out contacts towards you, as it is likely to be something you will be interested in once we actually locate it.
Excellent. Well, in that case, a safe and fruitful expedition.
And travel well with the fair winds. Have a good night.
Good night.
Who's your chief historian in your camp here?
That guy is.
I suppose that would be me, as I'm the local representative of the Guild of Explorers, Arcanists, and Surveyors out of Havia. What specifically was your question?
Oh, I was gonna give him all of the crudery, the items, not the gold axe, just everything else that I grabbed from the tomb, for him to document and enjoy.
Thank you. It will take some time to catalog and properly note what these artifacts are. Unfortunately, as they don't seem to have any intrinsic value, I can't offer you any money for them at this time.
Oh no, that's fine. Just wanted them to end up somewhere where other people could see them because they're pretty neat.
Oh, yes, they are very interesting. I shall forward them immediately for evaluation and inclusion in future exhibits.
All right, thank you. All right, that's all I got.
All right.
Wait, so how am I going to use a tablet if it's in a museum?
They
Well,
didn't
no,
hand
we
over the
kept
tablet.
We didn't hand over the tablet. And just handed over all the non-magical junk that I grabbed out of the tomb that wasn't worth anything.
Oh, right.
It belongs in a museum.
Pretty much, yeah. It's old shit. Might be worth something to some collector, but I don't feel like finding them, so I'll give them to the local historian, and he can throw them on display in a museum. Because that's going to help them out more than anything, is having display pieces in a museum, because that's funding. That's where they get their funding from. People visiting museums.
Plus, by turning that stuff over, we have now shown ourselves to be reliable.
Mhm.
Which means future job offers. Networking.
Indeed.
So, as I described before, the camp is, centered around Emil's tent here in the middle, with the various hired thugs and mercenaries kind of forming the perimeter around as protection. Though they don't really seem like the type of mercenaries that'd really be much trouble for people in your expertise.
Well, of course I'm going to play a couple of games with them. There's a camp with thugs. There is alcohol. If there's alcohol, there's dice. If there's dice, there's freedmen.
Oh yeah, there's alcohol. There's dice.
Well, I spend the rest of the evening playing dice with them.
Okay. Well, it's only like an hour before you guys need to go to sleep.
And I'm back. I was in the bathroom.
Welcome back.
Freeman, for doing your dice gambling would be, let's see, it's going to be probably wisdom, insight, charisma, deception, and your sleight of hand for doing this. Are you going to be cheating or playing normally?
Oh, of course I'm going to break out the loaded dice.
Ah.
But you mean there's a difference?
So you can then replace any of those checks with an additional sleight of hand check if you wanted.
Okay. Well, then here is deception.
Okay.
And then I'll just do 2 sleight of hand instead of the insight.
All right. Yeah, so you gamble a bit and end up winning like a total of about 12 gold.
Excellent. 69. Nice. All right, and how much gold did Needle Nose give us?
Oh, he didn't give you guys gold. That sack contained 400 electrum pieces.
Ah,
Alright, so we're killing him.
yep. I'll wait for everybody to go sleep, and then we'll blow the camp up. No, I'm kidding.
My
are
God,
you?
sometimes these conversations shift so far so rapidly. I'm gasping.
I mean, you might be kidding, but you don't have to be.
All right, Lucina, you taking that then?
Taking what?
400 electrum.
Yeah. And actually, this brings up an interesting point. One moment.
Does anyone have fabricate?
So, I have access to an Ioun Stone of Intellect. For those of you who were not present here previously, so Fremond and Teresa, would either of you want it?
What?
An Ioun Stone of Intellect.
What's it do?
What does that do?
It orbits your head and makes you smarter.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not int based, so
I kind of am actually.
yeah. Give
What's
it. Give it to her then.
wait, what's your int at?
20 right now.
Fuck, it doesn't do
Remember, I
anything for you either.
Fuck. Oh, is that
Oh, then
why
I can.
Mister didn't take it?
Yeah, it increases to a max.
I mean, I can take it. Is it just +2?
Yep, increased by 2. It's
Alright.
Ioun Stone Intellect straight out of DMG 176.
Yeah, that would. I mean, the only thing that would change is my investigation, religion, and history. Or and Arcana. Actually, that would change my Arcana check. That means I couldn't fail anything less than a level 8 spell scroll of not my school. I would only have to roll for 8s and 9s. Everything else I can like freely cast scrolls of.
Well, in that case, I believe you might be the one who would want to cast Plane Shift. That or I can. I had the good sense to take Plane Shift at my most recent level up.
The only downside is it does have health, and enemies can like hit it and damage it. So you might not want to wear it all the time.
Yeah, I'd
don't
only
know.
pull it when I'm using what I need high int for, like when we're
Actually, could we acquire a tuning fork of the Prime Material Plane?
I'm sure we couldn't have you. But we should go down for a long rest and get that out of the way and then head back.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we get one?
No, we got one for
for
someone
hell.
else. Yeah, for hell.
Oh, right.
But you see, we want to go home.
I mean, I can cast banishment 3 times.
Yeah, and I can click my
Actually,
heels
what
3
you'd
times.
want to do is upcast banishment. Okay. So you know what? I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, Ipfon, or I should say, Swag. So yes, it is a perfectly viable strategy to when the party is forced to leave you behind in the abyss, to use banishment to get yourself out and back to the material plane. There's just one slight problem which you should be aware of. It will put you on the prime material plane. You'll notice that the map Underdark has is kind of big and composed of much water. For personal
Banishment doesn't pick
experience,
the location.
ending up in the ocean is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a character that I can sacrifice to bring another boat in. So
Indeed.
don't do that.
We don't have that bullshit backup prepared.
Mm.
So I'd recommend saving that plan for an emergency.
Understood.
It is a plan. Just an oh shit plan.
Just one that's likely to dump you in the middle of the equivalent of the Pacific Ocean.
I was lucky. I only wound up in the Hudson Bay. And it nearly cost me my life. So yeah, we'll need to get another tuning fork.
All right. Well, are you guys going to sleep, or are you going to start force marching for Havia?
Yeah,
We're
we should
going
take a
to
rest.
sleep.
Okay.
I mean, unless you really want us to force march under. Do you want us to force march?
I don't care.
Well, okay then. Well, I guess we'll take a rest.
All right. You all go to sleep. The night.
Wait. Who's the watch order? What's the watch order before we just jump in there to go to sleep?
There isn't. We're in the middle of a camp
Oh,
with
okay.
other adventurers.
And you interrupted him as he was saying the night passed without incident.
I'm sorry, Under.
The wolves attack in the middle of the night.
Stein raised the question and caused time to shift.
Professor, is there homework?
There is now, dumbass.
No, the night passed without incident. Morning comes. You've all had a successful long rest. If you had strength reduction, it is now gone.
What about the novice adventurers on their first adventure outing? Did they have a quiet long rest? Or were they perhaps jumped by owl bears and Svarts?
There is no trace of them come morning. Just drag marks leading off to the north.
Excellent.
Shit.
Which way's Havia?
To the
Just the drag
southeast.
mark.
Excellent. We go southeast.
I don't know. I kind of want to euthanize whatever took out the adventurers.
That's a good learning experience for him.
What are they learning?
Keep
How to
a
die.
watch.
Apparently, some low-level monsters managed to take out the low-level adventurers who are on watch for us. I take professional grievance with this.
Were they our adventurers or?
No.
No, they weren't.
All right. But it is a 7-day journey back to Havia. Trumping through the wilderness from the Adari cairns back to the Free City. You arrive, the city as much as you left it. Commerce is booming. People are bustling.
All right. Oh, I also I forgot. Let's get a room and then I have that. I completely forgot about it. The metal scroll tube from Mustafa. I haven't opened it yet. One he gave us on the docks as we were leaving.
Yeah, I'm just going through my notes to figure out what it was. Ah, yes. So, It was a scroll of gate.
Oh,
What?
well. Freeman has a scroll of gate. What level is that?
9th.
Oh.
Fishy suspicious.
What, you think the scroll is cursed or something? Why is it fishy?
I'll cast Identify on it, see if there's
Never
any funky.
trust the extra planar.
Yeah, I'll
It's
cast
not-
Identify on it just to make sure there's nothing extra funky going on with it.
No, it Identify just returns it is a spell scroll of gate.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, gate's not inherently extra planar. It's just putting point A in point B.
What?
Isn't?
It's explicitly on a
Because-
different plane of existence.
Oh, what am I thinking of then?
I have no idea, but it's not gate.
Sleuth, what do you
I'll say
think?
pretty much every teleportation magic of anything potent can go between planes, just some of them better than others.
Teleport can't
'Cause
do
even-
that.
I thought teleport could go between planes. It's just you
No.
might not.
That's
That's
plane
sending.
shift.
Oh,
That's sending that
sending
can,
is the
but
one
might
that I'm
not.
thinking of. Yeah, sending is the one I'm thinking of, where you can send between the planes, but it might not get through. Okay, cool. I have a spell scroll of gate. That's actually one I'll have to roll for under. Unless it's a cleric spell. I don't think it is.
It is on the cleric spell list.
Oh, then I don't have to roll for it. Yeah, it's only if it's not on the cleric spell list that I actually have to roll for level 8s and level 9s. It's the only spells that matter.
Just because your Arcana so damn high, plus the reliable talent.
Yeah, because my Arcana's plus 12 and the reliable talent, so I can't roll lower than a 22. It's just a tad broken.
I mean, in previous editions, rogues had to use any object. I mean, that's just effectively like a bootleg version of that now.
All right, well, I will add that one to the collection. And then another thing too, Lucina, is we can always sell it. It's a 9th level spell scroll. It's worth quite a bit. Gilbert, you here?
My apologies. I was having to tend to something else for a moment. Could you repeat?
I said, I mean, end of the day, we can always just sell it too. I mean, it's a 9th level spell scroll. That's worth quite a bit.
Oh no! Like gate is an extremely useful spell. It kind of like unsafe uses of wish, though. It's kind of a keep it in your back pocket for a unfuck the well. I should say unfuck for a fuck things differently option.
Make this flavor of fucked a different flavor of fucked.
For example, one could use it to just summon a big fuck off demon. I personally would rather use it to summon a big fuck off like celestial, something that's less likely to kill us.
Or Archfey.
Like I said, something less likely to kill us.
Yeah, Celestials are sticklers for rules and all that shit that nobody likes, except for, like, bureaucrats. Ugh.
Well, you're in the right city for that.
Man, that jab at me right there, Sleuth. Goddamn.
What's next, Gilbert? You're gonna tell me that you like the Ultra Smurfs or something?
So, what are you guys doing now that you have arrived in Havia?
Tuning fork attuned to the prime
Oh,
material
yes.
plane.
We're going shopping.
Might
So-
I propose 2, if possible?
Going to the lab.
I mean, we were just here, so Not
Yeah,
much would
we've-
have changed in
yeah,
2 weeks.
We visited the lab before we left.
So Stein goes to the lab. That's what Stein does.
Sure, fair enough. You go to the lab. Jezebel is there working. Nothing untoward has happened. But you guys are going to look for a tuning fork. You can easily get tuning forks. There are many, in fact, available. What material and what note would you like? Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. You heard the thing about the tuning forks?
I'm unfortunately did not. I was having to tend to another managerial chat text message. Could you please repeat? I'm sorry.
I said, tuning forks are relatively easy to get. How many would you like? What would you like them made out of? And what note would you prefer them to be tuned to?
Prime material plane.
Is neither a material nor a musical note.
Okay, what material and note is the prime material plane?
That is a very, very good question. Why don't you make an Arcana check?
Hold on, let me see if it's on the spell.
It's not.
Damn it!
All right, I'll make the Arcana.
Yes, do that.
It's not on the spell. It is on the Forgotten Realms wiki,
So
unless it's different in this setting.
it is slightly different in the setting. The big one, being the prime material plane, is in fact steel with a note of C.
Well, that's the same.
That is the same, yes.
All right. Well, we'll go to a musician shop and order 2.
All right. You guys now have 3 of such tuning forks.
3. What was the?
You got one when you got the scroll, remember?
That was iron. Or
No, it wasn't.
Oh, so we already had.
hold on. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, then we'll just get 1, so we have
Okay.
backup.
Yeah, they cost
Then how did we
250
expect us
gold
to
each.
Get into hell.
Yep, I'm marked. The scroll is tuned. That scroll is specifically for going to the front door of dude's.
Is
Yeah.
it? I was just told it was a plane shift scroll.
For hell.
Is this a special plane shift scroll under?
Yes. I told you that when you guys got it.
Yeah, I listened to the audio recording, and he had said that it was specific to the front door of dude's
Mechuites volcanic layer.
Maturities.
Yeah, his front door of his fortress. Like that plane shift will go
So
right there.
Scroll of plane shift Mechuiti's house.
Yes.
All right.
As for Teresa's question of does anybody have fabricate, Stein does have fabricate.
Yes.
You know, Oh, right. So in theory, we should be able to get more money out of that Electrum, because it's half silver, half gold, right? Just
It is
split
an
it up into
alloy, not a
God.
physical mixture.
Oh
Ah,
God,
damn it.
I don't know if we want to be fucking around with that.
It doesn't work that way.
And it's an alloy worth the silver and gold equivalent.
So hey, Freeman, what's High Waters note and material?
Yeah, I'll
I'm
think
gonna
about
guess,
it for a second.
I'm gonna guess it's gold and A.
You were close. It is gold. However, it requires a D note.
Want to pick one of those up?
D for divine. Yes, please.
All right, so 500 for that then. For both.
Okay, I was right. No, it's still just 250.
Well, yeah, we're
It's just a lot smaller.
All right, so you noting that down, Lucina, then, and then, well, I mean, what the hell? We're here buying, and Friedman knows what's what. Might as well get one for the Hells too. That way we have a specific tuning fork to be able to go there.
Yeah, that one requires an iron tuning fork tuned to F sharp.
On the adventuring gear, do you need me to write down the note as well?
Yes. Because bad things happen if you cast plane shift and use the wrong fork.
I mean, you could just say tuning fork hell.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I have them as steel tuning fork material, gold tuning fork high water, iron tuning fork hell. Or is there like a gold tuning fork that uses a C instead of a D?
In the Forgotten
Okay,
Realms,
right.
there is.
Does this setting make that distinction?
We don't have that many planes, so I didn't
Yeah.
bother.
There's not enough.
Okay, so a gold tuning fork would just
Well, either
high water.
Yeah, a gold fork tuned to D will take it high water. If it's tuned to something else, bad things happen.
Okay, so high water is D, material is
C,
I think.
it is.
and
Okay.
iron is
Iron and F sharp is hell.
how is
I wrote it in chat. Pound sign.
Excellent. Thank you. That was my next question. How is sharp indicated?
That way. Well, sort of.
F hashtag? Shouldn't it be hashtag F?
No, F sharp. I think there is a programming language called F sharp.
Oh yeah, there is.
There is C sharp.
That one's a little more popular, but I'm pretty sure that F sharp does exist.
One of the
Alright.
high schoolers want to know how to use the intercom phone. It's like, it's pound 9. And they're like, what's pound? It's right below that. You mean hashtag? Me
No,
and every other
I'm-
manager there gave them shit for the next 2 hours.
No, I mean octothrope.
It should actually be this, though. Not that.
Italicized?
No,
Pretty much.
That's a Unicode character.
Diagonal tic-tac-toe.
Okay, which button did you press to get it?
Oh, let's see. What the Unicode for it is 26. No, wait. What the hell? Come on, Wikipedia. Just tell me what it is.
I'm sorry, Under. I seem to have derailed us.
Yes,
No, that's fine.
but it's funny.
well,
It's fine.
While we're here in the music shop with a bunch of money and time, why don't I just get a tuning fork for every plane?
Well, because a good chunk of those planes are planes we don't want to go to, like the negative energy plane.
They don't have mithril or adamantine to make ones for the positive or negative energy planes, so you're good there.
Oh, thank God.
The
We
one,
don't
you
wanna
know,
go there.
they have gold, they have iron, they have aluminum, they have steel, so they can get you tuning folks for the material plane, the ether, high water, and hell.
But we do not want the ethereal.
Okay.
That place is fucked.
refresh my memory on the need for growing the mushrooms. That was high water and the Feywild. Right? Feywild. Can we get what's the material needed for Feywild?
So Feywild and Shadowfell are also steel, but the Shadowfell is C sharp, while Feywild is Shadowfell is C flat. Feywild is C sharp.
All right.
Those places are also fucked.
Yeah, but the Feywild will want to go to eventually to grow more mushrooms. We only need to go there to get it to germinate. And then we can bring the growing plant back and she can grow the yellow powder in the material plane.
I can see it now. We go there to get it to germinate and some local Fey takes issue with that. You dare go germinating fungi in the Arch Forest Counts forest? We'll sit sick sock stealing gnomes and fucking horrors from beyond your comprehension on you.
Okay, Gilbert. So that's what you have. I just updated what I had written.
CB. Oh, hold on.
That's flat.
All right. Steel.
Yeah, lowercase b indicates flat.
All right, and flat is for which one?
Shadow. Sharp is Fey. Right under? I don't got those backwards.
Sharp is Fey, yes.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So flat is Shadow. Sharp is Fey.
All right. So, Scroll of Plane Shift. Scroll of Plane Shift. Machuidi's house. Steel tuning fork material. C. Gold tuning fork. High water D. Iron fork. Hell F sharp. Steel shadow CB. Steel tuning fork Fey C pound.
Yep.
Excellent. I have a very limited knowledge of music, and all of that knowledge is related almost exclusively to the previous homebrew campaign I ran with the music dungeon and the music golem. So I don't have much knowledge. Thank you for bearing with me.
Nope, you're all good. I played woodwinds, so that's where my knowledge is from.
I did trumpet for 2 years. I was terrible at it.
I looked it up on Wikipedia.
I played saxophone for 6.
I can smell the brass right now.
I still have a saxophone around here somewhere.
Oh man, Stein's gonna go mad with the sax. The end times are gonna come and he's gonna be standing on top of a truck playing the sax shirtless.
I say I've got my alto somewhere in storage, but not here. And I'd have to go get reeds and everything.
Oh my. Okay, I'm sorry. I've again thrown us completely off course. Let's refocus. All right. We've got all of our tuning forks.
Yep.
Actually,
an extra material
we
plane one.
might
Remember.
be. Wait. Is adamantine the positive plane?
No.
It's the negative plane.
Mithril is the positive.
Well, we do have adamantine scrap. If only we knew how to get into the shape of a tuning fork.
Only there was some way for somebody to manufacture, fabricate it.
Perhaps if the wizard had fabricate.
The wizard does have fabricate.
Wizard, as I pull out a piece of adamantine scrap, can you produce a tuning fork? And also, what note?
It would have to be G flat.
G flat, please.
Can I fabricate a tuning fork in G flat?
I mean, no, that's a good question.
The musicians. We're at the magic shop.
Yeah.
The music shop.
I am proficient in whatever tools it requires.
Are you proficient in a musical instrument to understand what G flat means?
Yeah, G is flat when you write it on paper.
But yes.
But yeah, no, that's a good point. You guys are in a music shop; they would be willing to help you with it. And so, I would say, Stein, that you would have to make a spellcasting ability check to form it just right to replicate the sound that the music people are making for G flat out of adamantine. Yeah, and you hold up that adamantine fork and bang it, You hear the vibration. It sounds exactly like the tuning forks they have for reference of G flat.
Cool. I give it to Lucina.
All right, so we just need Mithril to complete the collection.
Mithril.
Mithril.
All right. Oh, we'll buy just like a steel tuning fork tuned to the what note do we need? I'm assuming G sharp.
A sharp.
A sharp. Okay, yeah, we'll get a steel tuning fork, just like of a lower quality, like just a normal music one,
Right.
not a 250 gold one. Tuned for the positive energy plane. At least the note. And then once we get some Mithril, he can fabricate a Mithril one, and then we'll have the full set.
All right.
Lucina, you want to note that down, or do you want me to?
Note what?
That we're getting a tuning fork, just a cheap, like like a $20 one, tuned to the note that Stein would need to fabricate out of Mithril.
Okay, so
It would only cost you like a gold piece.
G flat.
1 gold. Okay. Yeah. Well, no. A sharp, I think he said.
Such a wasted fucking character, man. Who posted the picture of Black Bolt? That was such a
Settle down.
Bruh.
All right. So what am I putting here?
One more time under what note? A what?
A sharp.
Okay.
A sharp?
Yep.
A sharp.
A sharp what?
My sharp tuning fork. But that one is just a, like I would write Mudane or something next to it, so you don't think that that's the one to actually go to the positive energy plane.
Negative.
No,
Negative
we have
energy plane.
Adamantine's negative.
Okay. The adamantine tuning fork goes to the negative energy plane and is what note?
That is G flat.
Okay. And the tuning fork you got is A sharp.
Yes. That one is for Stein to fabricate a Mithril one.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's so that he has the note for reference, since we don't have Mithril on hand right now, but when we come across it, he'll be able to make one for the positive energy plane by doing what he just did with the musicians. He'll have that knowledge.
It is recorded.
All right. Let's go find a collector for this axe and sell it.
Yeah, you're easily able to find people who collect like old weapons and famous art, that type of thing. Easy to sell. You're easily able to get 5,000 gold for it.
Nice. We got money again. I mean, it's not like we were broke, but all right. And then I think we're currently in progress to go back to Lushingworth and close out that goddamn quest. So let's where's our captain?
Well, the Glorioso's in dock and the captain's at the ship.
Okay, I was just gonna say, is the Glorioso in dock, or did he go off on a trading adventure?
It's docked. He's just dead.
Jeff has taken over.
We're all fucked.
Turns out Jeff is actually a female spider, and there's a whole bunch of baby spiders.
No.
Crew is run by intelligent spiders.
Don't worry,
The
Gilbert.
entire
We turn on the
ship.
arachnophobia filter. It's just a word spider running around on 8 legs.
Lucina would set our ship on fire.
Been a while since you guys looked in the hold of the ship after all.
I look in the hold of the ship, feeling a horrible sense of dread wash over me with no explicit reason.
All right, but yeah, we'll touch base with the captain and be like, hey, we're looking to head back. What's your schedule look like? Back to Lushingworth.
Aye. She be ready to be making sail at your convenience.
Well, is there anything anybody else wants to do in town? Otherwise, we can just hop on the boat and get going.
No, we're good.
I mean,
All
I
right.
don't have a way to get better bows, and that's all I really need.
Stein, how are you on spell scribing material?
Shit. Hold on. I got it wrote down somewhere. I used almost all of it, I think. I had 6,500, and then I did all 5th level, caught me 5,200. That leaves me with I only got like 1,300 left.
Okay. Yeah, we can pick you up. They're like 10,000 as we're leaving town. Yep. All right. So stop at Magic Shop, pick up 10,000 worth of spell scribing material, and then we'll load up on the boat and sail away.
All right.
So 10,000, just so you know.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yep. Then how are you for scribing? Are you pretty much good for scribing, and you can make scrolls again?
Yep. I am all caught up. I have scribed every spell. I have all 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th level spells.
That you can, yep, that you know and you can get.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. I gotta find the cost again. Hang on. I gotta open my notes. Blow the dust off of this freaking tome. How are we on potions too? I suppose since we're in Havia. I've got. Let me look at the inventory. I've got 16 climbing, 15 healing, 19 rest, 5 slippery, 3 love, 9 breath, 3 fire breathing, and 6 growth. Oh no, Pete, you have those, don't you? Fire breathing and growth.
Yeah, although I don't think I.
Oh no, that's right. You only had me take 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, you only took 1 or 2 of them instead
I
of all
do
of
not
them.
have fire breathing, nor should I.
No, that's right. That was for Ipon, I think.
I have 2
Yeah, that's
fire
right. You didn't want them. You want fire breathing, Ipon?
I have 2.
You have 2? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Ipon was the one that had those. Okay. Then yeah, no, we're good on potions. Let's gooch. To the open ocean.
How long will the trip take?
It is a 64-day journey from Havia to Lushingworth at this time of year.
So you'll easily be able to tune to that tome.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Actually, because we have that time, Stein, could you use fabricate and coat a few mundane weapons in adamantine? We've got the scrap.
I mean, if it's able for me to do that, then yes, I can do that.
Are you proficient with smithing tools, Stein?
Yes.
Then yes, you are able to do that with fabricate.
Okay. Then Stein will spend the time in the hold of the ship, adamantizing all the regular weapons we have.
All right, we got a little bit we can do with that then. That leads to one other a couple of questions, because we've got this time and I've got a series of items in question here. Let's see, looking through.
Oh, you're looking at the portable hole shit?
Yeah. So power armor 1-25B, the damaged one. Do you guys want to spend some time looking over that?
Yeah. We can either do that here or when we're in Lushingworth and we can get materials more easily for Stein to be able to repair it.
Well, that's just it. We also possess adamantine as well in this case, and we can use the voyage time to look over and try to understand the armor itself, because it doesn't quite function correctly and results in a lot of electrical sparking.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured between the three of us and some of the other people we have, we might be able to find a way to get it functioning.
Yeah, and then we
I'll
have
let
the
you borrow mine as like, cross
Yeah.
inspection.
as a reference point. Yeah, we can look at
Yeah.
Ipfon's armor, so he'll get out of his armor for the journey and compare the two and see where the this is not this. Yeah, we can do that while we're sailing. Get some power armor for Lucina. So how long of our journey would that take under? For Stein, myself, and Lucina to all work with, and Ipfon to work with that damaged armor.
I mean, if we can, we should probably get Teresa and Soup in here too.
Well, I mean, you just need two people. One primary who's going to be making the check and an assistant who gives him assistance. Anybody beyond that really isn't helping any.
Well, more so for the RP side. Like, we're all working on it together, but yeah, when it comes down to the check, it's only two of us. It's going to be Stein and myself, most likely.
All right.
Or Stein and Teresa, I think, would actually, because it's going to be just an int check, isn't it? Because then that'd be Teresa.
Yes, it will be an intelligence-based check.
All right. Well, we set to it.
All right. So you start examining this armor as you set sail from Havia to Lushingworth. I'm going to need a series of intelligence checks. Just one check each time, but I only want one for the party. And I need it done 3 times. As you kind of take a look at it, using Ipfon's as a reference, kind of taking parts of it off, putting them back on.
Stein, are you here?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay.
An int check.
Yeah,
Yes.
You have Teresa helping you. She's also high int, so I think, is that advantage or just...
It's advantage.
Okay.
Just a D20 plus your int mod. Well, advantage D20 plus your int mod.
We have 2 smart people.
I can't guidance myself.
Yeah, you could. All right, and another one. I need 3.
Fuck that up.
They're both 32s.
Yeah,
They're both
That does work
32s.
out, yeah, both 32.
So 26, 32, 32 under.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it, and you can see that some of the wiring's a bit frayed, some of the panels are a bit bent or cracked, and over the time you're able to use precision uses of fabricate to kind of bend stuff back in. You're able to put the wires back together, but it's still a little janky. You're pretty sure that there's still maybe a 25% chance when you put it on that you're going to have a malfunction. But it's better than it was, where it was almost guaranteed before to malfunction when you use it.
All right then. I present it to Freeman and
Lucina.
tell him that be careful because it might kill him.
I ain't wearing it. It's for Lucina.
I tell Lucina to be careful because it might kill her.
Does Stein think that what he wasn't able to fix is fixable, or is it permanently this way?
Like, it's as good as you are able to get it.
It is
So
as
it's
good as
permanent
I
this
am
way.
able to get it.
So yeah, and then
You
Lucina.
are better than me.
Yeah, so Lucina would be the best to wear it anyway because it's it's a 25% chance of doing lightning damage. So
Yeah, Lucina's resistant to lightning damage. So
yeah. All right. So how much of the 64 days did that take, Stein?
That took 30 days.
30 days? Okay, so 34. Left
Okay.
open for scroll writing. Yeah.
Can I have the stats?
power armor increases your strength stat to 20.
Right. I mean, like the actual. If Underdark has it handy.
Maybe.
I got a screenshot of it.
Aria, why don't you just post that? I'm pretty sure that's what I did to you originally.
Okay, one moment.
This is basically what I was looking for. It's like, I'm pretty sure I had a copy of that screenshot somewhere, so I don't have to dig out the stuff again.
One moment.
So we have 34 days. Any scrolls you need?
Yeah, I'm doing the math right now to figure out the best distribution.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just tell you the number of scrolls, the scroll level. Well, I mean, the gold costs more than anything. That's what you need.
Told you gave you a strength of 20. Power armor.
Yes. Thank you, mister. You told me that it gave me a strength of and none of the rest of that important block was communicated.
Power armor.
Three third, 3 second, 1 first, so it'll be a total of 2,275 gold.
Oh, it mentions the force shield has 50 HP, and then it also mentions that the armor itself takes damage. How much damage does the armor take?
You know, I'd completely missed that line when I read this the first time. Just delete that. We're not doing that.
How much you want?
So after 50, just damage to user.
Yes.
20?
That's how I've been doing it.
Right. Yeah, that's how we've been doing it. That's how I thought it worked. It's how I intended it to do. Yeah, I completely didn't realize that was there.
Stein, 2,275 gold used for the 34 days.
Oh,
All right,
and
that's what I left.
All right, cool.
all right. And then what's the damage?
Huh?
So we
I'm not
got the
functional.
line there for roll a D100.
Uh-huh.
So what, 20 or lower?
You don't know those mechanics that way. That's something for me.
Fair enough.
All you know is you have to roll a D100 at the start of every initiative, and hopefully you roll high.
This stat block is under saying fuck around. That's under telling us to find out.
Hey, it sounds like we need to stress test. It's fun.
No, Soup.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Soup can consistently just deal a massive amount of damage over time. Itfon has to burn spell slots to do that.
Fair enough. Stone Soup, I need you to spar with me on the main deck.
Oh, sure. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have been spending the journey sparring with my refrigerator. Just like developing fighting techniques,
Learning
using
a
the
fighting style for refrigerator
I
combat.
need you to spar with me. Gets uppercut with a refrigerator into the sea.
No, it's more like he holds it open in one hand and then just like plops it down on top of people and like scoops them up with it to close the
also,
door.
It's a two-handed weapon, so the special move is I take the lid off, hold it in one hand with the sarcophagus in the other, and like enclose you inside of it.
I love it.
And then shake it around a bit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you see
call it the
Stone Soup
Iron
on the
Maiden.
deck just doing fucking like katas with a sarcophagus. But yeah, I'll
Alright.
spar with you.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start taking bets then. Turn it into an event for the crew to raise morale.
Sure. All right, well, Stone Soup, Lucina, roll initiative.
Yep. I've come up with a new like identity as a wrestler. They'll call me the Undertaker.
Finishing move, the Stone Maiden.
And then Lucina, I need that D100.
Yep, I was just waiting for you to call it.
Ooh, I only barely rolled higher than you.
Your suit of armor does not malfunction this time.
As Underdark
time.
randomly selects a different cluster of 20 numbers.
Okay.
So, Stone
No.
Soup, what do you do?
Well, this doesn't matter, so I guess you don't have to figure out what my sarcophagus does in the short term.
Non-lethal damage.
Well, I would like to be able to do something with it, but I don't know how it works. But in the meantime, I will just hit him with it.
Okay, I mean, I'm pretty sure we can just treat that as a two-handed maul for you.
Yeah.
A great mall.
And let me see here.
All right, I got one more second level spell to figure out what I want to throw in that. I guess another detect thoughts.
Okay, do those both hit? This is against Lucina.
Yep, hold on. 20. No.
Ah, they both miss.
Lucina has gotten very tanky.
Very dodgy. Alright. That is it for me.
Alright.
Time stop triple chrome orb. Maximize.
There and crash down on top of it.
Time stop and the fucking soup goes flying off the boat.
Well, that is actually something with the 10 feet of any direction jump. You can jump away from people and then magic fly back at them.
Ram them.
Oh shit, that is a thing I can do.
Yeah, because you can jump 10 feet in any direction, and then just teleport back to or fly back to them.
Ah, fuck it. We'll go with that. Yeah. Jump back, fly forward, thunder wave. If that won't blow anyone up, no, that's a big blast. We'll just go with some
Use your
melee
fist.
attacks.
Yeah, just punch him.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I forget my strength is now 20. One moment.
Oh, you're almost as strong as me.
Yeah, her and it fun.
Okay, so let's see. It's only a +7 normally, but I haven't upgraded that part, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, plus 11. So 22?
Yeah, that hits. Okay. What is that?
Bludgeoning, Warhammer.
Ah, okay.
Adamantine now.
Adamantine.
Alright, it will take you another 33 of those to kill me.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be carousing the sailors and raising the crowd and getting everybody hyped up the entire time, and then at round 5 of the fight, I'm gonna cast haste on Stone Soup.
Hmm. Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's it for my first round.
All right, my go.
Two hits.
All right.
For a second, I was like, wait, are you using the hammer that can banish me to another plane?
No, I'm using the sarcophagus. That is
Does some
37
light
magical
sparring accidentally sends companion to hell?
Yeah.
I mean, the sarcophagus also can banish people to another plane.
Yeah, it can also
Alright.
petrify you and some other stuff.
Under anything weird happen in the process?
Of
Being hit?
no.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think this sarcophagus is going to be as interesting as the statue.
I mean,
mean-
really, I'm just trying to figure out if this is gonna like do anything crazy stupid to me in an unsafe situation.
I mean, if you really want to find that out, you could let me hit you as hard as I can.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Go for it.
Well, if you're just going to give me another turn, I'll take it.
Yeah, I really wasn't intending for like us actually beating the fuck out of each other. It was more
Well, you said stress test.
yeah. What I mean is like not actually having to play out the entire fight.
Okay.
But yeah, fair enough.
Lucina is not dodging. I would like to hit her with 2 attack rolls.
Sure. Whatever.
Oh, hey, and I crit.
Oh, nice.
Which means I get to make another attack roll. All right. I attempt to hit her with 2 attack rolls and succeed in hitting her with 3 attack rolls.
Indeed, because I'm just actively not dodging any hit.
Yep.
This is after the crew places all their bets, right?
All right. You take 97 magical bludgeoning damage.
All right, so that does go through its shield and starts banging up the armor. Anything happen?
No, we're ignoring that. It goes to your health pool then. The armor doesn't have a health pool.
No,
that's
I
been
know
dropped
that.
off.
I mean, like
The malfunction chance is basically mechanically it's only going to be at the start of initiative.
Right. All right.
All right. Well, that's about as hard as I can hit you.
Okay. That it?
Yep, that's it.
Time stop. Bang, bang, bang. Highest levels. 987.
What, Chrome Orb?
Chromatic orb. Lightning.
It just starts doing this shit.
Oh, and sorcery points on that one.
Another 8 crit.
Right, these are all attack rolls?
Yes.
Okay. That
Yes.
is 2 hits. 3 hits, including the crit.
This feels like one of those situations where I shouldn't be maximizing.
No, do it. I want to see what happens. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Remember, even if you kill me, I won't die.
Yep. And I
Okay.
can always revivify him. Her.
Also, it would be very hard for you to kill me outright with whatever this is.
Well, if she maximizes that crit, that's
Still probably not enough.
Alright, 61 lightning, ignoring resistance.
Ignoring resistance, you say?
Indeed.
You were saying?
Okay, Stone Soup is still not bloodied.
Maximized 160 points of lightning, ignoring resistance.
Stone Soup is now unconscious.
All right, lay on hands or healing word. Sorry.
48 points of lightning damage.
Stone Soup fails 1 death save.
And then I cast healing word.
Yep.
And Freeman, go ahead and make a persuasion check real quick.
All right.
We're just stress testing. He starts a gambling rig.
Hell
It's
yeah!
A couple of good hits, and then the fighter gets obliterated.
Oh, the crowd loved me.
Yeah, you end up making 26 gold pieces off the crew. Just acting as a bookie for that fight.
Yep.
I love the fucking chump change.
Yeah, it's like my favorite thing. Like, yeah, we're super high level adventurers, but fuck yeah, I'll take 20 gold off of somebody just playing cards.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then, yeah, on the healing word.
God, that's 2 nat 20s in tonight. And on the same 8th level spell slot.
Yep. All right, Stone Soup, 4 HP. You're back up and breathing.
All right.
And then, yeah,
Hey,
we'll
remove curse.
What's that?
Remove curse.
Not dead.
Oh, he didn't die. He only was unconscious.
Oh, right, my bad.
She only loses the HP when she fully dies.
Yeah.
Ideas.
All right.
Takes 269 points of damage. Only failed 1 death save.
Well, it took all but one of those hits to knock me out. The
Well, she has
120
the
was also
advantage.
the 120 was also ignoring resistance, right?
Every single attack that I make ignores resistance to lightning.
Okay.
Yeah, the melee she did to you was normal. You resist it, but it's when she deals lightning damage.
Yeah. But how many
Yeah,
times can you do that, though?
It's on any of her lightning damage attacks.
Yeah, but how many times?
Oh, also, that ignored the other lightning damage I could have done.
Ah, well.
Uh,
Anyway,
but
my point is, I just, like, all I have to do to deal that 97 every round is roll well.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we continue on our journey.
Yeah. So, like, if I were to use the sarcophagus as a weapon, does it appear to do anything unusual?
The sarcophagus, no. Any unusual effects would be more like if you use it to, grapple somebody, you could close them inside of it instead.
Ah, well. There might be some value in that.
Well, it is opaque, so if they do anything that requires line of sight, it would be very valuable.
Oh, that's true. Or anything that requires sight, because would that counter blind sense too? Because it's a barrier.
Depends on the nature of blind sense.
Okay.
Blind sense is a very creature-specific thing.
Yeah. The nuancey thing.
Yes. Like, it would block echolocation. It wouldn't necessarily block telepathy.
Ah, true. Yeah. So if they had a blind sense that was reliant on telepathy, then it would not do anything. But if they're just relying on like traditional blind sense, then you'd be able to fuck with them.
Yeah, they've got like a tremor sense. It also wouldn't do nothing.
All right. Well, we continue sailing. Steinwright Scrolls.
Indeed. And, in total, your 64-day journey occurs somewhat mildly and without consequence. You arrive in the port of Lushingworth.
Did you write down where scrolls I wrote, Ruffles?
Yeah, I just added them to my list.
Okay, yeah, because I have no idea.
I mean, yeah, that's why I was like, it'd be easier just to tell you the gold amount because I have these scrolls. This is what I'm carrying around. I basically have a whole bag just filled with scrolls with a couple on my belt.
Oh, he's like, hang on, I got something for this.
Yeah, rifling through this bag full of paper.
It's in my notes here somewhere.
And as you pull into the port, you can see that there is a band playing music.
You good?
So if I get rid of some stuff that I wasn't using anyway, I can actually carry the sarcophagus and the statue. Even though the statue weighs an actual ton.
Ah, Goliath.
Mm.
I mean, you're the reason I have 4 things of enhanced ability.
Mm.
Yep, pretty much at fun.
Yeah, and, as the Glorioso makes its dock, the gangway is lowered. You can see that the dock you're at is the dock where the band is playing. And ascending the gangplank as soon as it's lowered is somebody you would recognize. It is the captain of the guard, Matthias Bronstein.
Did we ever kill him?
You did not.
Okay. I wanted to be
We
certain.
just didn't know his name.
There were so many casualties during the last time we were here.
Oh, what was his name under? I don't actually have his name. I have unknown name in my notes for the captain of the guard.
Matthias Bronstein.
Does he look pleased to see us?
Make an insight check.
Yeah, I'll get in on that.
Okay. You gonna make the insight check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
If you don't want to.
No. I can ask the question, but I can't make the check.
16.
So, I mean, he does look relatively pleased to see you all. He does seem a bit annoyed. Lucina, you pick up on this. He does seem a bit annoyed at the band.
Is the band any good?
Oh yeah, the band's great. It's basically like playing like like the what you call it, like a Return in Triumph type set of musical.
Oh, nice.
Any banners flying or anything?
No banners, but just the music and this guard captain here. He says, welcome back to Lushingworths. I don't know why I said that as plural. My lords, my ladies, the Viscount has bid me to see that you are escorted immediately to the palace. He would like to receive you immediately. There is a carriage at the road ready for you all.
All right.
Excellent. Well, let's get this shit show on the road.
Mm.
Yeah, and he leads you down the gangplank, up a set of stairs from the docks to the actual road surfaces. And you can see that there is a carriage. There's actually 2 carriages. Both of them rather nicely appointed. And you can also see guards in freshly polished uniforms and the kind of standing guard around the area. Not to guard against you, but rather as if to guard you themselves.
That's cute.
That really is nice of them.
We're all high-level adventurers. Yeah, we need bodyguards. Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, they do a lot to like keep spaces around us free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way we
Yeah,
don't have bad guys in
typical
melee.
escort pathing. Yep.
Yeah.
No, no, you don't get it. If you guys get attacked, they threaten to let the bad guy through. Like they threaten the bad guy with that.
Oh, you guys want to attack? Oh, by all means. Please. I insist. Kind of like the fucking Willy Wonka. No, don't.
This is a holdup. Hand over the goods. No, please, please, by all means, head right over to those carts and take whatever belongings you can grab. We'll get out of your way.
Yeah, so you guys load up on the carriages. The horses begin drawing them. They make no detours, nor do they stop for anybody on the road. Rather, people seem to be making way for them.
Are the horses good artists?
No. The
Forgot
sound
the
of the
broad
band
gauge.
fades in the background. Eventually, you pull out onto the main, drag, and then peel off of it to head for the palace. By the time your carriages reach the gatehouse, the gates are wide open, and your carriages go through unimpeded. They are drawn up in front of the main doors of the palace. The guard captain opening the door to your carriage and saying, "My lords, my ladies, the Viscount is inside. If you would follow me, please."
Oh, we oblige.
Yeah, he leads you through the palace. It is much as you remember it. But he doesn't take you to the sitting room that you're used to, but rather to an area you remember being like the official reception area, essentially his throne room.
Ah, we're official now.
Unfortunately, it is officially late here, so I'm gonna have to duck out.
All right, have a good night, Soup.
Have a good night, Soup.
And yeah, as he throws the doors open, he announces to the hall, announcing the adventurers upon their successful return from their mission in the vile Evrevian Empire. As he gestures, kind of surreptitiously, but not quite like so that a bunch of people can see. It's like, okay, walk in now.
We enter.
Yeah, and you can see on like a throne room is the Viscount, or on the throne room. On the throne is the Viscount, and there are various functionaries around the throne room itself. People who are of means and wealth and Lushingworth, nobles, that type of thing. You do spot Finn, kind of hanging back in the corner. And Perkinder stands, and the crowd kind of quiets down. You have done us a great service, both here in the county that I control here around Lushingworth, but also for the entire Duchy of Vebey and the world. The menace that was the Evrevia Empire has been sorely disrupted with the death of their monarch. And we have you lot to thank for that. In recognition of your great services to us, you are to be granted land and title. The village of Swartford and its environs and the subsequent rents and the like are your party's property as of now. Further, if you would all take a knee.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody but Stone Soup does.
Right, and he just like politely ignores Stone Soup as he draws what is very obviously a ceremonial sword. It's a long sword. It's normally a versatile weapon. He has to hold it with two hands because he has like no upper body strength. As he kind of dubs it on each of your shoulders, saying, "And from this day and from this place, let it be known that you are knights of the Bay, entitled to all the rights and responsibilities therein, and with due deference to you by those of lesser station. Stand, my friends, stand and be recognized." And like the room starts clapping. No, like this isn't a boisterous group. There's no cheering or anything like that.
Golf clap.
Yeah, basically, like a golf clap. You do see Finn wink at you.
Oh, I wink back, of course.
And my friends, is there anything that I can do for you on this great day?
Nothing really comes to mind. I mean, you can breathe easy.
Nothing comes to mind. The humility that is quite missing sometimes from certain groups of people. There's some nervous laughter in the group about that.
all the rich fucking whiners are in here.
Uh-huh.
Nervous laugh from the nobles, genuine laughter from the party.
Well, then I bid you stay the night and enjoy a feast in your honor. And then in the morning you can, I'm sure, as you are no doubt eager to see to your lands and your people.
Naturally.
Yeah, and, waiters and such start strolling into the room, along with some musicians who begin playing, like, this, like, light, stringy music. As you realize, by party, he means right now.
Well, who's hungry? I'd also like to meander through the party and meet up with Finn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, as the party starts to get going, you guys end up meeting up. He looked like he was working his way through the crowd for pretty much the same thing. And he opens the conversation by simply asking Freeman, "So, how'd you like the band?"
I'll start talking with him in Thieves' Cant, too. And I'll be like, I figured that was you. They were all right. Although, the captain of the guard was not a fan.
The good captain, I think, was more annoyed with the fact that I managed to get a band there in place before he even realized what he was supposed to be doing.
Well, it is best to be more informed than not. But once the party commences and we deal with our dealings here, I'll have to arrange a meeting with you for some more business-related conversations.
Well, you and your party are always welcome at the Blossom.
Indeed.
But if you'll excuse me, I see a certain nobleman I need to go greatly annoy.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And then, we'll split and then continue mingling. And
Most of these people are of the vain, whiny nobles who make very, like, they don't even bother concealing that they're, like, trying to, like, get you to support them against some other noble in, like, the pettiest of petty crap. You know, we're talking, like, and he painted his wall blue. Blue, can you believe it? When everyone else knows that a red wall is the superior wall. Like,
Yep.
that level of pedantry in these circles. And you can see why the Viscount very much hates these guys.
This also explains why the spy agencies are so prevalent here. They got their start in the gossip circles.
Red walls are nice because they dry fast, but purple walls are much rarer and intrinsically have a higher value for such. But beyond that, green is the best walls.
A riot breaks out.
You look around, there are no orcs at the party.
That's what the purple orcs want you to think.
Yeah, but
No orcs.
the feasting and the celebration continues throughout the night. Nothing really of consequence happens during it, other than the feasting and the partying.
Yep, I like that one dude's idea. I want to spend the entire party pestering nobles about pedantic bullshit.
Sure. Make a performance check.
Ah, yes. The party chooses annoyance for its social events.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
22.
So you get three nobles that almost pass out from just how angry they get at you, but realize that if they challenge you to a duel, you're just gonna mop the floor with them easily.
Why, whatever could they be thinking I am? I'm an archer. I'm no good in a close-range duel.
They do have enough intelligence to realize that if you survived an adventuring this long, they probably wouldn't.
Damn.
But what if Teresa does it with a crutch, like both of her hands tied behind her back in a blindfold, and they have to find an arrow and make it. They don't get to start with one in the duel. Make a good sport out of it.
Oh yeah, while we're mingling with a bunch of rich assholes, I'd like to lighten some coin purses because I'm bored, and it's exactly what Freeman would do.
Oh dear God!
All right, well,
more than a 21,
it's a
so
party trick.
Sounds like I'm already making a perfect distraction for that.
Oh yeah.
Do you even pay attention to what you steal?
What's that?
I asked, do you even pay attention to what you steal, or do you just go like through the room and then like at the end look down? All right, what I get?
Yeah. That's basically what I'm doing. Is like, oh well, that guy doesn't need his coin purse. Oh, that's a nice looking bracelet. Like basically, just going in every sleight of hand and pass check I can take, I'll take just for boredom's sake.
All right, well, make a sleight of hand check.
Do I have an advantage if I'm doing it around Teresa the entire time?
Yes.
21.
All right, so you lift several coin purses, a couple of pieces of jewelry. You realize that in total you've got about 20 gold worth of stuff. The really concerning thing, though, is the vial of poison that you picked up. And the fact that it's half empty.
Who did I pick that up off of?
You don't know. Like, that's why I asked you, like, are you just grabbing all this stuff and then inventorying it later? So you just got this big collection of shit you picked. But you don't know whose is whose.
Man, these some broke-ass rich people.
It's a party. They didn't bring all their wealth with them.
Indeed. Well,
Yeah, but like the jewelry is the surprising thing.
You only
What's
got
the
a few.
jewelry?
You only got a few pieces of jewelry.
Yeah.
Most
got
jewelry is kind of impossible to pick. You know, it doesn't matter how skilled you are. People are going to notice you taking the earring off, a person.
Well, that's what usually you go for, like bracelets and rings. You shake somebody's hand, make small talk, and then skim past that stuff. That's what you usually go for.
Right, you went for loose, easily gathered stuff, which really wasn't a whole lot. Like, there were some rings, a couple of bracelets, a comb.
Trust me, I saw this in Skyrim. I can walk past and steal the plate armor that he's wearing.
Well, in that case, then I will circle back around to Finn and strike up some conversation with him.
Yeah, he sees it coming, pats the nobleman that he was talking to kind of on the shoulder, and then kind of steps over to you, such as to kind of get like a semi-private space for it. Says, Freeman, what can I do for you?
Well, I know this is going to be a long shot of a question. And again, Freeman, when he's conversing with Finn, is pretty much always in Thieves' Cant. But Freeman will basically say, well, somebody's getting poisoned. And he'll, reach out to shake his hand and palm the vial into Finn's hand and ask him, you might know anybody that really doesn't like somebody?
Oh, sure. In the very room, there's three rather acrimonious divorces going on.
Yeah, I figured that wouldn't really narrow it down. I don't know who I picked it off of, though.
He shrugs.
Really paying attention.
As long as it's not the Viscount, I wouldn't concern yourself too much about it.
And they didn't even use the full dose.
Yeah, turns out one of the guests is going to have like a real bad time in the outhouse in like 2 hours.
Turns out it's a dwarf. They just need an extra kick in their drink.
Dwarf spikes their own drink with poison for a kick.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of bringing your own hot sauce to a restaurant.
Well, since no one in the party's doing it, Lucina will handle the duties of a face and to mingle with the. Oh, you were annoying.
People have been mingling.
Yeah, we've been mingling. Gilbert. How do you think I've been pickpocketing people?
Yeah.
I'm mingling with the nobles. I'm being a pain in the ass to everyone around me. That's what they do.
Right.
Freeman's from noble birth. This is just another Tuesday to him. He's been to hundreds of these parties.
Lucina's going to go through, socialize, and get as much a measure as she can of each and every person here.
Sure. I would say just make an insight check.
Does that fail?
Yes.
Sorceress powers.
Does that fail?
Also fails.
That also fails, yes.
All right. Oh, well.
So
you can only do it once.
You get the impression from them that any sense of caution that the incidents with the doppelgangers had instilled upon them is long since waned. and they're rather free and conversant, and you basically realize that if you really wanted to, you could probably take the city by force, just because they have no means to really resist a party of your level outside of like Finn's group. But you know, it's Finn's group, so why would they oppose you taking over?
They'd help.
The only issue you would imagine you would run into in that situation is that, you know, there is like a fort like half day's walk down the road with a bunch of actual like good soldiery.
Okay. So indeed, the aristocracy of this city are
The aristocracy of this titty, yes.
My God, what the fuck is up with me mispronouncing words today? God damn, the monkeys lobotomized my brain. So effectively, there is nobody here of any worth or significance. Like even
There's the Viscount, and there's you guys, and there's Finn. You'll notice that you're the only ones with names.
Indeed.
Well, Gaston would be here.
Excellent. Okay, so the population is fairly.
Oh,
vapid.
yes. Yeah, he would be here. But yes, the nobles in the city, like most nobles everywhere, are known as the useless nobles and are quite vapid.
Excellent.
There's a relatively small amount of any group of nobles that are actually useful.
I take mental notes of all that I gather to give over to Freeman. That way we might keep tabs on how to best exploit and handle them if necessary in the future.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
You just tell them to sit down and shut up, and they will. Because they know you can just snap your finger and they'll cease to exist.
Sit down and shut up, or Stone Soup's going to put you in the fridge again.
Well, that is an option. It is at times more prudent to, rather than provide ultimatums, provide them with two unrelated options that get you the outcome that you want. So, you know, size them up, get the measure of them. That's what I've done. After all, we might be able to get a good deal on upgrading the town.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming they have a Masons Guild and Carpenter Guild leader that would probably be in the nobility in here. So I'd strike up conversations with them.
Yes, our tendrils will stretch deep into this city.
So yeah, are there noble Masons leader or Carpenters leaders here?
Yes and no. The head of the guild isn't really a noble position. It's basically like the head workman. The people who are here, these would be like the people who own like the actual quarry. They own the mason, like the guild house.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah, they own the rights to the land where the carpenters get their wood. They own the quarry where the masons get their stone, so they have the influence over them in that way. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make small talk and friends with them then.
Oh yeah. You're able to introduce yourself. They, they talk. You mingle. Friendships are started. Acquaintances made.
All right. Then, yeah, it's Ipfon, do you want to do anything during the party?
Sure.
Let's find him a nice, cute little waiter. Friedman plays matriarch. I think that's the right word, right?
Matchmaker. Matriarch is a female leader.
Although, if I'm recalling how that tends to function, matriarchal societies tend to also matchmaker pretty strongly between matriarchs.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, but this is not a matriarchal society.
Yes, Correct.
I'll play matchmaker with Ipvan for a little while. find him a cute little noble daughter or a. I mean, he's a young strapping paladin.
Yeah, I mean that's where you're going. I mean, they'll basically throw them at you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're gonna play the fastest game of Bachelor ever.
But I've got pretty decent strength. I can help throw them.
What about Stein, Mister? Do you want to do anything during the party
My God.
besides scare people away with mad rambling?
That is his thing. Well, that and I mean, I guess he could dissect a couple nobles, see why that makes them so useless.
that's what keeps them circling around to the rest of us. We're getting them with bullshit and effectively predatory social behaviors, while the crazy dude keeps them moving away from him and towards other people.
We're controlling the literal flow of the party.
Yes. We are masters of the party. We work the crowd.
All right. Well, I think we can call the party a wrap then. We're all out of fun.
As the party winds down, the Viscount would approach you and basically offer, say, for this evening, why don't you make yourselves comfortable here at the guest quarters in the palace? And then in the morning, you can set out to observe your lands.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of property and such, did you receive a shipment of diamonds from us?
I did, yes.
All right, cool. Well, if you'd like to keep them, we'll take the currency, or we'll take the diamonds. It makes no difference to us.
He shrugs.
We're
Diamonds
splitting our
have
funds
their
up.
use, so does gold. However you wish, doesn't make any difference to me.
All right, on the morrow then.
On the morrow.
Because yeah, that's 50,000 just sitting around right now. We haven't had access to it because we sent it to Lushingworth.
Yes.
It was basically our backup money because we had was 160 from that, and then we made another probably about 100,000, and then we spent close to 200,000. We've done some things.
Yeah, but yeah, he bids his latest knights, a good night. You guys go to the guest quarters. I assume you go down for a long rest.
Yeah, no reason not to.
And I think as you guys go to sleep, that is where we will call it for this evening.
Excellent.